Hey, this is Ross Bain with Rule Playing Public Radio. We're playing Call of Cthulhu, 7th edition. This is the Reign of Terror, Part 2! So, it is 1794. 5 years have passed since the events of Part 1. And a lot has happened in the 5 years that has happened. The king has...
Oh, do tell.
Yes.
Seems like such a quiet time.
The king and queen are eventually arrested. The monarchy is dissolved. The king is found guilty of treason, executed on January 20th, 1793.
I'm sure it was a fair trial.
Yep.
Well, I mean, the fact he was guilty of being a king, so that
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Mary Antoinette was executed in October 1793, and then they just loved the guillotine, and
Just because
Cannot get enough of it.
that's
took a
actually
woman's
So
head
close.
over cake.
I almost had it.
The patent was in my hand.
The horizontal chopper. A few more.
My friend, it's okay. You'll get your chance.
So, let's go around, and there are a couple questions that you guys can all determine what your investigator, what your veteran of the raid on Comte Fenelix's mansion, what happened to them in the remaining 5 years. So, we'll just do this question by question. I'll just go around the table as I said. So, first off, Aaron, you are playing...
that would be Jean Dubois, one of the soldiers in the King's Army.
Okay.
After he... That's like we...
Well, okay. So, the first question is...
Yes.
Are you still in the army? Now, the thing is, you might have wanted to leave the army, but because the execution of the kings kind of alarmed all the other monarchs, they declared war on France. So, press gang back into service. So, are you still in the army? And if you are in the army, did you try and quit and were press gang, or have you been in the army the entire time?
No, I got out because after the revolution, I became completely disillusioned with the idea of the monarchy and the nobles. So I went to that bakery.
And then Renee, you are playing.
I'm playing Joseph Hugel, and aka totally not Joseph Hugel.
Definitely a man.
Definitely a man. And
I thought you revealed your identity.
well, that's the thing that we did. So I failed my role last time. So whatever I tried to do failed. So what I had tried to do was organize the seamstresses to help fight in the revolution, and then revealed my identity, but I failed my role. So apparently nobody believed that I'm a girl. I just fight too well. And so I'm still being called Joseph. And I'm still...
You tried to Mulan and couldn't.
Yeah, they wouldn't. It just didn't work.
So are you...
Never lie? Forever?
Are you... Joseph, your skin is so soft. How did this happen? That's counter-revolutionary.
I moisturize.
Moisturizer is a tool of the aerospace. Anyways, so is Hugel still in the army? If so, press gang?
No, I think all of us decided to leave the army, didn't we? Last time?
Well, you may not, you may have been press ganged in the army.
Yeah.
It would be useful for at least one of you to be in the army. Just FYI.
Things have gone bad. But
yeah, there are foreign invading armies. Yeah. So there's any...
I mean, yeah, I can say that I'm in the army again now that...
No spoilers.
Now that the monarchy has been overthrown.
So you're fighting to protect the revolution.
I mean, I always want to protect France.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean...
I don't like the monarchy, but...
well, you don't have to worry about that anymore.
But I just want my... home province of Brittany to be... I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly, but I just want it to be independent.
I'm sure our pronunciations are spot on.
I'm sure all of them. And I don't want it to be I don't want France to just come in and be annexed. So
okay. So yeah,
I'm back in the army.
All right. Jason,
providing for my family.
Very good. Yeah, it's not economically prosperous. Bread is still a pain in the ass to get. Jason, who are you playing?
I am Sergeant Thierry Renault.
Okay. Is he still in the army?
He is.
Okay.
Yes, well, I didn't agree with the necessity to execute all of the aristocracy. It was time for it to fall.
Yeah.
But at all times, my loyalty has always been to France and to the people. So.
All right, fair enough. And also, after seeing what was in the Comte Fenelix's house, you may be like,
Yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of just very fucked up things going on. And if it could be here, it could be everywhere.
yeah. 'Cause we only raided one mansion. There's a lot of mansions out here. Very good. Caleb?
Michel Beaumont. And I'm going to be the guy press ganging other people back into the army.
All right.
Because it's the people's army now.
All right.
Got to go kill vampires. Germany and Spain, Britain, full of a lot of vampires in need of stabbing.
And finally, Tom, I believe you're playing Pressy.
Yep.
And what's his deal?
Oh, he stayed in the army and gleefully went to go fight the Prussians.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he as soon as the monarchy fell, like, maybe that means I can actually become an officer now. Now
Okay.
that I don't have to, I don't have to be aristocracy because we kind of killed all of them. So maybe I can actually be an officer now.
Yep.
So I absolutely sign me the fuck up.
All right. So that kind of answers the second question: is where did you fight? So.
Primarily the fighting off the Prussians.
Okay. There's also the attack of the Tuileries Palace in August 1792. And then there was a rebellion in Vendée in March 1793 in support of the Catholic Church and against national conscription. That had to be
Because they
suppressed.
kind of started looting churches and burning them. And
Notre Dame is a wine store right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's...
But
Good for Notre
but I
Dame.
was fighting the foreigners on the.
All right, well, you're back in Paris right now.
I love the French.
Bon bon. Bon bon.
Destroy religion! Make it a wine store!
I mean, that's more... one could argue about the utility of both. Certainly in the Terror. Probably want to drink quite a bit. So, Bon Bon, did he fight anywhere?
What are my options? Prussians?
There's also the rebellion on the Tuileries Palace.
I don't want to suppress rebellion.
You're fighting the Prussians?
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
Scary ass Prussians.
Well, everyone's back in Paris in 1794, but that's... let's see here. What about you? Did you do any, were you fighting pretty much everywhere in terms?
Yeah. I feel like I saw a bit.
You kill some Prussians, I kill some Prussians.
All right.
Hell yeah.
I just kind of going with where my character is now because it's the popular thing to do. Yeah, I think I was also on the Prussian front.
All right.
He doesn't seem like the kind of guy that'd be real comfortable shooting his countrymen.
Hugel?
Over disagree.
I mean,
Find the revolution or the whiskey rebellion? Which one you want? You want to kill some guys that just want to get drunk, or
I mean, I'm effectively in supplies, so I didn't really fight anywhere.
Fair enough. And finally, Dubois?
As I could have said in the last one, I ended up with the baker.
Yeah, that's right.
And as I kind of, strong-armed him into helping out people, specifically the street orphans who are now delivery boys, so...
All right. Very good. So this opens up the next question, which what of your families? Have any of them died yet? What circumstances are they in? Food is scarce, times are desperate, and a word from a neighbor can lead to an investigation by the Committee for Public Safety. And guess what? They have a real high conviction rate.
weird.
And they don't. And the prison's very small.
Yeah, and in
There's
fact,
a lot of-
in fact, I think the verdict's always a foregone conclusion.
well, you can always influence them at the last
But
minute.
has Danton already been axed?
Nope.
Okay, that hasn't happened yet.
So, yeah, this is the height of the terror.
Here's a vampire. That's fine.
Wife's dead, so I'm a widower, and that really doesn't count for
So the
much.
dog, what was his name?
Oh,
God, you damn wife.
Luis.
Yeah, Luis.
Change the record. Invent a record player and then change it. Alter the Victrola. Or
What problem do you have with my dead wife and my sympathy dog? Do you really realize the minute it goes, I go John Wick?
Don't worry, you're gonna. It's way more indestructible plot-wise than you are.
That dog appeared.
Let's be real.
That dog appeared in the framing device.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, that dog's gonna be fine.
Hugel, what of your family?
My brother, who's totally not my husband, who I am totally not impersonating, is doing well. Still only has one leg, so there's that.
Didn't grow back.
Didn't grow back.
Despite
In 5 years.
We're hoping.
Despite the praying.
And the leeches and things.
And cure things. Wow.
And my wife, who's totally not my sister, is still. They're both still in Brittany.
So neither of them died of consumption. The white plague.
Neither of them have died of
Good for
consumption, which
them.
is why I still have to be in the army.
Yep, it's got to get that food.
Got to get that bread.
Fun note: one of the reformations of the new republic is that they've done away with doctor licensing. Anyone can practice medicine now. So
I heard you had ghosts in your blood?
yeah,
Here, take some cocaine for that.
you should do some.
I give
cocaine.
Trump like 2 months before he proposes the same. Guys, there's all these great physicians out there.
Yeah.
Have you
Just
seen
waiting to practice medicine.
Look,
So-
they gave me this nose powder.
Sergeant Renault, any news on your family?
Yes. My family has actually been having some troubles. Some people have some strong feelings about centrists, and harangued my family, and I may have abused my military privilege a little bit to take a company to teach some hooligans some lessons.
All right.
But unfortunately, my oldest daughter is dead, so my wife is a little estranged from me right now.
Oh,
because, why wasn't I there?
Fair enough.
Because Prussians is the correct answer.
All right.
Or the vampire excuse didn't fly.
I mean, can you prove it?
That's true. It's all about reason now. We've abolished superstition. It's illegal now.
So it's never gonna be a thing.
Yep. So Bon Bon?
My dad was super old and sick when this character sheet was made. So I imagine he's dead. 5 years later.
5 years later. Yeah. All right.
So just the consumption or something a little more.
I don't know. I'm just living for Prussian murder. Hoping one of them's a vampire.
What would Rousseau say about that?
Hey, you get near more. Hey, if you're getting near Prague, that's your bets are good.
Finally, Pressy?
My parents, while they definitely liked the idea of, hey, we're like it's free again. We're kind of like, it's a little bloody here right now, so maybe they went to Corsica to wait to surely it's gonna die down any time now.
Yep.
And that's
It'll
what they've
blow
been.
over easy.
So that's what they've been saying for like 5 years.
Okay.
So they're in Corsica along with my love and her new husband.
Oh, she
She finally had to get married, so she went with them.
Okay.
She still writes me letters, and I'm like,
It's a weird retelling of Love in the Time of Cholera. Gonna wait till her husband dies. Be there with some flowers. Been murdered in vampires, honey.
so pretty
Got a
much.
full life.
So pretty much, I'll say I just 100% gotten it, going with the army
Okay.
because otherwise, hey, they're safe. They're not in the crosshairs.
Recently, back in November, Melody's father, Comte Benoit, was guillotined. She's didn't handle that well, apparently, according to her letters. So,
I was like, oh, I didn't know. I was busy. I was on the front. I had no idea.
go and give me a stand check, because you actually like the old guy, and you.
One.
Okay.
It's like, hey,
Damn shame he became a vampire.
Probably shouldn't have made that choice.
During the revolution,
vampire lives don't matter.
so the final question: France has progressively
Oh, no.
de-Christianized.
Boo.
So many priests have been actually killed, and of course churches have been, repurposed. And then of course there's the atheistic cult of reason, which was abolished by Robespierre in March 1794, which he replaced with his own cult of the Supreme Being, which is going to have its first festival in 6 days.
Oh, Christ, I know what happens then. I won't say a word, though.
So, do any of your characters still pray? Are they still Catholic? Or are they aggressively atheistic or anything? Or
Opium for the masses.
opium for the masses, all right.
Obvious screen
Yeah.
behind which vampires hide.
The army is my religion at this point.
All
I
right.
saw the skinned pope.
Yeah, it's true, you did.
That's not going to do wonders for my ability to pray.
Fair enough. Sergeant Renault?
Yeah, no, I'm still practicing. Like,
private.
can't have seen the shit that we saw and not know that there's other things out there. I'd rather risk, talking to nothing and maybe having somebody on my side than not.
So, right. So, were we promoted at all in 5 years?
No, you're still...
Not made an officer, but...
No, you're yeah, I don't know what... I'm not going to look up the ranks of the French Revolution.
Well, at least, would I become a sergeant myself?
Along
with him?
He's a higher ranking sergeant, though.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to be promoted.
That's pretty easy.
Gotta be a man of people.
Yes.
Hugo?
She practices excuse me.
Definitely.
Yeah. I practice when I am at home, but not
In private.
yeah.
Because,
Not like when I'm
counter-revolutionary.
out.
Pretty dangerous. And then finally, Dubois?
Publicly, in the same vein, publicly no, but he does kind of hold at least one of. He's still more or less a privately practicing Catholic and uses that with the other boys to kind of keep them in line, saying, like, you know what? You don't follow this, you become a vampire. Some noble's going to be spanking you to death, literally.
It's like, you want vampires? Because that's how you get vampires.
So you, so that's a thing, yeah. You better hope that none of those bullies report you to the Committee of Public Safety, because there are spies and informants everywhere.
We keep them fed, so hopefully... And
That doesn't, they're teenagers, they're not necessarily rational, so...
Sparrows everywhere.
Yep. So anyway, you all have the same skills and luck, because... Well, you may have improved in some ways. It's been a hard 5 years, and your luck certainly hasn't improved. It is a hot summer night on...
I assume the damage we had 5 years ago is healed.
Oh, yeah. I'll give you that.
Oh, thank you.
so no current wounds. That's so gregarious.
You guys should be able to breeze through this now. It is a hot summer night. It is June 2, 1794, or... 14 Prairial 2, as it is known in the Republican calendar, that was adopted in 1793. Yep. And there are wild
There's the
dogs
dog.
everywhere. Paris stinks of blood. The daily Red Mass, or execution by guillotine, continues at the Palace of the Revolution, conflated with Citizen Robespierre's purges into the Grand Terror, the Great Terror. A mass of a very different kind will be held in 6 days' time with the Festival to the Supreme Being. The new state religion, authored by Robespierre himself, will take place. So, the black carts roll again from the cemeteries as Paris, as bones are once again being ferried to the catacombs. People remember this gruesome work from before the revolution, but the graveyards of Paris are overflowing. They need to be emptied out. And
Why are we back?
Do we have French rust coal somewhere saying time is
look
a
at
flat
this. At least these
circle?
are old bodies. We've probably seen piles
so
of fresh corpses.
all of you in the army? No, all but you are in the army. All right, so you four are still now wear the tricolor of the revolution, red, blue, and white. You have been assigned to guard the catacombs entrance and the carts, just as you did 5 years ago. Last time, you were here to protect the priests from the people, but since the terror, there haven't been any priests. So what is there to guard exactly? For you, you need work. And you've heard word that there is work to be had at the catacombs, and you need to feed your family, so you head out there. As you wait outside the catacombs for the first night's cart to arrive, with strict orders to let no one in, a small crowd of people is gathered, ready to help unload. So the four of you are all assigned by chance. So you all meet each other. Have you seen each other recently? Is this the first time?
I think I probably went off to war with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we probably been together probably the whole time.
Yeah.
Killing.
Yeah.
It's like it's like
So many Prussians.
it's like our business is killing Prussians, and brother, business is booming.
All right. So you two know each other. But what of Hugo and Bonon? Have you been in contact with your others?
I mean, I'm probably with them.
All right. Oh yeah. So you're another. Yeah. They're way more enthusiastic about Prussian killing.
Yeah.
Or are you? Are you really enthusiastic about?
Oh yeah, it's the people's
All right.
Prussian murdering. Yeah.
So Hugo, you're there. These three, all
I feel like we probably parted ways for a while there.
Okay, so you've seen each other for the first time. You can roleplay that if you want, as you were assigned to this weird detail.
I don't remember any of your names.
Joseph, the bravest man I've ever known.
Hugo,
His skin is
still in this man's army?
What does he do?
This man, and this is the army of the people.
I am still the sergeant.
All right.
Like, I got a couple of extra stripes now. That's awesome. Not as many as he's got.
I've
though.
got some rockers now.
Some sort of conveyor belt for the bones. I have to go up and down the steps.
Oh man,
Perhaps
you and your ideas,
perhaps a
none of these have come to pass.
It's good to see that nothing has changed.
Like, my friend, you were still robbed on the guillotine idea.
Thank you.
So a bow shoot.
So as you see the crowd of people eager looking for work, you recognize a familiar face, Du Bois, and of course you recognize the four others that you used to serve with.
So
I know that haggard face anywhere, Dupois, you drunken bastard.
actually,
Group hug.
that's like how are the Prussians treating you?
Bastards won't let up once they get a hold of you. It's been hard fighting.
It's like they can't get enough musket fire. I tell you,
And imagine right.
they keep
now.
showing up for more.
I really want to ask how his wife is because I've forgotten the last 5 years.
Caleb, do what
But I know what to do.
do what you want to do. Come on, Caleb. Sorry, what was your last name again? I keep forgetting.
Domain.
Yeah.
Well, man, it's like, how are the inventions going?
Very well. Any day now. We should start a new age of reason. Up on my bone solvent. Yes.
So at least probably would make
The
things...
bone solution is what I
so something to make it a little more easier to store, I'm assuming. So, you go. It's like how...
And Diam is still.
His brain has so many good
on his
ideas.
stomach.
So, it's like this man's army treating you well?
They still eat.
So, that is
They
very
still
true.
need drink.
So, very true. So, good to see that you're still making it. But,
As of course you hear the carts slowly trudge in. There are 6 of them. The cart drivers' faces are grim, and their horses twitch their ears and roll their eyes as though they are spooked. There are no priests alongside the blessed dead. The lead cart has a dozen silent passengers in the back, sitting amidst the bones. They all wear burlap hoods over their head. They almost look like monks. There's a man sitting alongside the driver who you also recognize, somewhat. Lucien Rigault, the former court physician, who was the other person who you told about the Comte Fenelix actions aside from Captain Malone.
Wow, his head's still on his shoulders?
It is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Corpy slipping.
So he seems to have recovered quite well. You remember him being quite feverish and, sweaty, but this time he seems leaner, more calm, more confident. And
somebody's a vampire.
Weight loss is a sign of vampirism.
Completely agree.
Everyone knows it.
It's like, bring the cannon.
his face is chalk white.
Of course it is.
You think the makeup has sort of gone out of style since the revolution, but he seems quite pale. He is wearing a high-collared jacket, he orders the hooded passengers to begin unloading. The cart drivers wait nervously. He looks to you and says, Sergeant, is it? Yes.
Oui, monsieur.
Only a citizen, of course. once all of the carts are unloaded, please come down and inform me, so I know. I will be down there supervising the offloading, of course.
Of course, Doctor.
Yes, but make sure no one else enters on. We don't want any disturbances or the dead to be desecrated, of course.
Of course, sir.
Very good.
Yes.
So he and
You're gonna go in the catacombs?
yes, I'm supervising the offloading and storage of the dead.
If I recall, you were very against this in the past. Quite keen to stay at the top of the steps.
Well, I've learned to be more egalitarian.
It's like-
to
His constitution is improved. Look at him.
yes, to labor. Give me a spot hidden check.
9.
Is that an extreme?
I don't
That is.
Hard is half, and extreme is a
Yeah.
fifth. Yeah.
Yeah, that's I'm 10 under an extreme.
All right. There's a odd molted pattern at the skin of his neck, disappearing below his collar. It seems the patterns look like tiny skulls.
Oh gosh, we cut his head off. They put it back on.
Like the pattern looks like.
Yeah.
Like is that tattooing?
Yeah, seeing things. Good. Be sure to inform me and come down when they're done the floating.
Of
He
course,
trots
Doctor.
down.
Like, he says, like, I think this man loves his work. He's got like skulls tattooed on his neck.
He's of course dedicated. Look at him. Look at he's
Like I've heard.
he's still doing this 5 years later, even with all the madness and death around here.
Like,
He seems far, far more.
he's the
eager
people's
now.
corner.
Indeed.
But I'm doubting the
All of
revolution.
you can give me a knowledge check.
I doubt the revolution would make him that.
Education.
Well, it's
Yeah.
Yep, I make that.
I make that.
9 made it.
All right. Those of you who make it, remember. You remember. You now recall what you've heard about Captain Malone. Captain Malone was actually accused of toasting the king at a tavern and executed for his crime not too long ago. Some people.
May he rest in peace.
Counter-revolutionary.
No, I say, may he rest in peace. The damn fool.
Yeah. So you realize that only the 5 of you and perhaps Regal know what happened in that mansion that night.
Great.
Sazon. Pagan symbolism.
Well,
Sure sign of an aristo.
so
It's an aristo,
We all-
always an aristo.
well, we've probably been a little busy, defending the nation from attacks from a bunch of nervous monarchs.
No, after he's like walking down, just kind of lean over to the sergeant, like, should we be keeping a closer eye on him?
For what?
It seems.
He's a creepy fellow, but he's doing his work. We will do ours.
But do you remember what he was like, though? I know 5 years can change a man. Obviously, that's time's had its effect on us all.
Look at me!
but-
Like, of course it has. It's like I've killed so many Prussians. I've got muscles now.
This revolution has been hard on everyone. He was a part of the government before. Sure, he has not been treated kindly, I am sure, by these times.
I have read these biological texts. See the giraffe, the one that stretches the most and makes his neck longest, he is the one that lives, yes? So, this aristo, he is the sneakiest of giraffes. Because the other giraffes, they are dead now. We must be very careful.
Let's put a pin in the
guys
sneaky
give me
giraffe
another,
for the moment. And,
Such a long neck, I am sure it was only a matter of time.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
cut it.
the stealth giraffe
Does
theory.
anybody have medicine?
Nope.
Credit rating?
20.
After what
I
I
do.
just said, do you think I have
Let's
medicine?
Yeah, I have it at 20.
Well, yeah, that's right.
I have a credit rating
All right,
at
you can
20.
give me a roll.
Nope.
right.
Actually, well, hang on. Nah.
You know what I mean?
Just
Make
fail.
one.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's see. I have 20, so let's see what I get. I have a 10 out of my 20. And that-
Actually,
And that's a hard success, so.
Citizen Regal is actually highly regarded by the leaders of the city of Paris. He actually helped supervise the construction of the guillotine. And
Because of course
he
he's
is a
loyal.
coroner. He is also known to be favored by Robespierre. and other officials. So he's actually very well connected and influential in the city. He's adapted quite well to the revolution.
So that's going through. Also, we can't. I keep forgetting his name. So we can't tell Beaumain. It's like if he learns his idea was taken, he will go on a rampage.
He supervised the construction. He didn't claim credit for it. So as you wait in the night,
In the dark.
Thank you.
Tom's got the consumption.
Yeah, Tom does have to play. Roll con to not be the
I make it.
you don't have the plague anymore.
All right.
If your character cocks, you take 1 point of damage.
No, fuck you, plague. You ain't got shit on me.
All right. So eventually the if you just wait, the carts are eventually all unloaded. So you're told to go down to tell him. You also can all make a spot hidden check.
So would I be going down with them as part of the group, or?
I do not see.
I do.
For purposes, yes.
Okay. So, sorry.
Oh my!
I see. What do I see?
You notice that the workers wearing the burlap hoods and the almost the monk's kind of clothing, they weren't carrying lanterns as they're going up and down into the catacombs.
That is very strange. It is very dark down here.
It is very dark, especially in the catacombs. We have pitch black.
And I made an extreme on my spot hidden.
Okay. You go, well, I mean, yeah. There's no light in. They're seeming to. They're navigating like bats or something. They're able to.
Or they're blind. Or they're blind and know their way.
And they know their way perfectly in the catacombs. Also, you haven't heard any of them talk.
And these are the ones with the hoods on.
Mm-hmm.
Sergeant,
I see it.
I know I'm no longer part, but do you still have extra muskets to spare, since I don't mind? I'm not firing on him, I'm firing on your orders.
We will see what we can do.
We have taken the Manila cotton muskets everywhere. 5 years. Waiting for this day.
Not forget.
Jean-Pierre, he returns!
It's like some fresh muskets for everyone.
I'm not sure.
You can get a lantern from the carts.
Yep.
And you can head down. I mean, those are your orders.
Yeah. No. We advance down into the catacombs.
So you head down the catacombs. It is pitch black, aside from your own
Are there any hooded guys near us? Passing us by or anything?
Eventually, you do come to them, and they are working there. They're taking the piles of bones and stacking them in the niches of the walls as they're
Kind of surreptitiously, move my torch really close to one of them.
Okay. Give me a spot hidden.
Okay.
And the burlap interacts.
That's a
Extreme.
All right, you see an old man with glassy eyes staring dead ahead as he places the works. As you look at the hood, he pays no heed to you. He continues to work. But you notice his neck is entirely stitched, and the body is that of a woman. Give me a sand check.
Mary Virgin Mother of God. Yeah, that'd make that 29 under
All right.
80 something.
1 sand, because
Damn it.
it is ashen as a corpse, and it is a man's head sewn to a woman's body, moving on its own accord, utterly silent. And what do you do? And of course, that's exactly what you say. You mutter a prayer to yourself as you jump back in the start. The 4 of you can see all that.
Sergeant?
It was nothing.
I saw nothing.
All right.
So I go to the
You
corridor.
continue, you continue on.
Yeah.
All right. The workers' trail leads to a long. Do any of you investigate the workers?
I didn't see anything.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
No, you haven't. He was the one who chose to look at one closely or try.
No,
I haven't
I didn't
even
notice
notice that
anything.
it's dark in here yet.
I'll go ahead and take a look after him, because I'm just concerned.
Let me
So
see
you
your
are gonna look at-
decolletage, burlap sack, dude.
That did fail, 68.
Okay, you can't really see the hood. You can try and push it and get really close to his face, or try and just pull the hood off.
Aaron, do not Aaron.
Just gonna sit there and like... But I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, I'll look at that one going,
But it is unusual that it is like working, and it just you're invading his personal space.
Out of character, I'm just saying that I bet a lantern oil fire in a catacomb is like real bad.
Yeah, like really bad.
Putting that out there.
Just floating that out there. See,
Oxygen's already kind of at a premium down here.
Maybe we close a big stone door. Maybe we didn't see anything.
But I will go back up to Ronald. It's like, Sergeant? So I was like, that didn't look like a face of nothing.
Pay no heed. We will speak later.
You didn't see anything.
Well, I saw his reaction, but that just was reaction, but I didn't see anything, so I don't know. I'm like, what are you getting on at? So.
All right, so we get to the...
All right, so you continue on.
Yeah.
You do hear a noise coming up ahead, and you see a bit of light, and so you realize that must be where Regalt is. But as you get closer, you see it goes. The walls are lined with old brittle skulls. But as you get closer to the light, the skulls are newer until you see heads. Some decayed, some very fresh. These are the victims of the terror. But you notice all of them have all of the heads, the ones with actual flesh on them, have a strange mandala carved into the forehead. So there is a very precise pattern, identical pattern on the waxy dead skin. Does anybody have a cult?
I do. At 30.
Nah, bro.
Nope. Just a fail.
All right. Well, you don't recognize what that symbol means.
It's like, that's something.
But you begin the light you actually see is a purple phosphorescence. Bone dust hangs in the air and seems to swirl on its own accord. No breeze stirs, yet dry flecks swirl around like a turning mandala of corpse dust. There's a clattering and chattering, and the weird eddy increases in power until now teeth and shards of bone turn and spiral in midair in the grip of some strange current that defies gravity and reason. Everyone give me a sand check.
I think that landing fire is sounding really good right now.
Yeah, I fail.
All right. 1.
Failed.
Make it.
0 if you make it, 1 if you fail.
Made.
Okay.
It's startling.
Okay, actually, I'm where I need to be. So.
So you're all startled, and you hear a chuckle up ahead. And Regalt comes out. He is holding a scalpel in one hand and a head in the other, with a half-carved mandala on it. Oh, hello, you've come to visit. I must have had business with you. What was the business? Your faces are familiar. It's very important. I had... why would I bring people down here? I'm so forgetful these days. I'm so focused on my work.
Mister, we were guarding the catacombs and the workers.
Yes. Your faces are familiar. Where did we first meet? Are you doing a thing?
No, just the... No, it's the attitude like...
Come on, Mom, what do you want to do?
I am really gearing up to musket this guy and run.
All right, you can. Are you doing that? Or
It's too early, and I'm metagaming to not.
Okay.
But Mom would do that.
Yes. That is right. What? Remind me, when did we first meet? Because it was not tonight. It was.
It was 5 years ago, before the revolution.
Yes.
We were guarding you here as well.
This
Yes,
very
yes.
Day
you
on the Aucking Day.
You were in. What was his name? Fintelic's mansion. Yes, you were in Fintelic's mansion. You're the last survivors of that raid.
I am quite new. This is my first day.
I have to thank you. For you're the one who seized those materials.
Fuck me!
I knew Fintelic had power, but I had no idea how much. Such a glorious thing was going to happen in only a short while, and I have you to thank for it. Now, What was I supposed to do? I suppose it would be easier if I have some things for you to drink if that's easier for you. But if you wanted to swear servitude, I guess that would work. I mean, I don't want to be unpleasant like I was with Malone.
How close am I to him?
How close do you want to be?
Let's start moving a little bit closer to. And his head, I still have my butcher's knife, and his head's about to become separated from that body of his.
That's nothing.
So, just like, interesting theory.
All right, go. Make an attack roll.
Okay, Rambo.
We're just kind of doing it. 5.
Damn.
That's a good.
All right.
That's a good one.
Roll double damage.
So, all right. So, what was the damage on that? 1d4 plus 2 plus 1d4. So, actually, it's going to have to get a d8, and that would make sense. So,
I mean, 2d4 is better than 1d8.
okay.
Yeah.
So,
Because it's the lowest number is a 2.
4?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
3. So, 8.
Plus 2.
Yeah, plus 2.
7 plus 2.
So,
9.
9.
Yeah.
And that's double.
All right.
So,
pretty
You
good.
stagger back. Where were you striking him?
right at his neck. We're trying to decapitate him.
All right. His neck goes askew, partially off.
Is it re-decapitate?
Recapitate.
All of you can see the multi-pattern now. All of
He's
you give me
already been
sand checks.
Oh, sorry. Okay,
More
yeah.
sand checks. Good.
I'm sorry.
His eyes turn into black pools of stars.
good.
By
I'm
the
good.
Take it.
Somehow made that.
Way. All right.
Made it.
All of you made it.
Yeah.
All right. 1 sand.
Okay.
You're all temporarily freaked out.
Seen worse shit than this.
And in the distance, you can
Not
hear a
missed yet.
skull, bone shatter in the distance. And he's, yes, I suppose that would be your first instinct.
What the shit?
Yeah, well, everyone, who that's his action.
Musket?
Soldiers of France, fire!
Ducking to get out of the
Well,
way.
you already acted, so, Bama, go ahead and roll.
I would have done
I make it.
All right.
God.
I also fire.
Go ahead.
Make it.
Sure.
I don't make it.
I don't want to shoot at him. I want to shoot at the heads that are surrounding us. Because if there's one thing I learned in the last time, it was that shooting at the guy
right, give me-
never hurts anything.
You mean the thousands of skulls?
Yeah, I would just want to like try and take
Which
out
one?
some, like the one closest to me.
Okay. You don't have to roll.
Okay.
You can give me a spot hidden check, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
No. No, that's a
all right.
fail.
You broke a skull.
no,
Good job.
okay.
You don't notice anything. Just go ahead and roll your damage.
I did 9 damage.
All right.
I missed.
All right.
Sorry.
You didn't crit fail, though.
No, I did not.
6.
Gonna be no pistol exploding this time, Ross.
6.
6 damage? Mm-hmm. All right. You stagger back. He falls down. And slowly starts picking
Sorry, like
himself
Run away!
up. You turn around, you see all the, the guillotine dead. They've taken their hoods off, and they're blocking the way you came.
We abandoned that to
I draw my other pistol and I shoot.
At the dead? Or
Yeah, at the dead. Like, I want to cut a path.
Sure.
Much better. Yeah, I make that.
All right, you hit one of them. There's a dozen of them.
Okay.
So, and they don't flinch when you hit them.
Great.
So,
Fixed by a knots.
well, now we're in round 2.
Damn it.
So, who has the highest dex?
60.
45.
Dex.
70.
70? Anyone higher than 70?
Nope.
All right, Prezi, what do you want to do as your action?
Rapier.
With what? What are you doing with the rapier?
Like, well, let's start.
Caress it.
Let's cut our way through them.
Through the dead?
The dozen or
Or do you want to go deeper?
Or, yeah. Are you looking around?
Yeah.
Give me a spot hidden.
No.
Okay. You're a little. What the fuck is going on? The dead are blocking the way, and Regalta's slowly picking himself up. Well, he'll act last. 70, 60, I heard, or 65?
I'm a 55.
60?
60.
All right.
I guess I'm gonna continue trying to destroy skulls because
Okay.
I failed last time, so seems to be working.
All right.
Okay, so was that a spot hidden check that I was doing before?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that time I made.
You notice every time he was shot, one skull exploded, but every skull in this hallway has a mandala on it. and there's
Fun.
hundreds, if not thousands, of them. He's had 5 years to work on this, so I assume you share that information as your action.
Yeah.
All right.
That lantern fire sounding so good right now.
The fire!
60, 55, 50?
55.
55.
Yeah. I'll also look around, spot hidden check,
Alright.
see what data I can get. And I make.
All right. You do see that there are 2 paths past him. You have to go past Regalt, but it's the catacombs. It's not, it's a labyrinth-like structure.
Right.
So
But there are other exits for the thing.
well, 2 past Regalt. The only way the exit away from Regalt is blocked off by the dead.
No, I just meant the
Oh, yeah,
catacombs
yeah.
have multiple
Yeah.
points of ingress. And
Yeah,
egress,
there's manhole covers. There's
Yeah,
other
yeah.
walkways in. There's tons of ways in and out. A lot go into basements and stuff like that. But of course, so you've heard.
Yeah. Well, anything is better than this.
So,
I shout orders. I'm like, let's,
left or right?
we go left.
All right. So, are you going to lead the way?
Great choice, Sergeant. Always go left.
Are you going to run over Regalt first? You have to run by him.
I'm going to slash at him with my rapier and see if I can knock him down, or
Oh, you have to stop and
lop something up. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
like
okay.
I'll handle the Sergeant. Lead the way. To the left.
All right. So you're going to run to the left and you're going to attack Regalt.
Yeah.
All right. Give me an attack roll on Regalt.
Do I get a bonus because he's prone?
He set himself up and got back up.
Oh, he's all the way back up?
He's halfway up. He's not prone though. So,
Because I had a plan. Like,
all right. What's your plan?
well, I mean, like, he's obviously immortal, right? But if I pin his ass to the ground with a
Yeah.
bayonet and
Yeah,
rifle,
that was the
that's
pin
going to
his
like
head
slow
to
him
it.
down a bit.
Yeah,
like,
you can try that.
Pin his head. See if we can just.
Yeah, I
get
just
that.
want to, like, stick him.
Okay. Go for it.
I make it. 36 out of 75.
36 out of 75.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you do pin him. You have to, lose your weapon,
Yeah,
obviously.
I'm okay with that.
All right.
Actually, can he detach his bayonet, or is that all?
That's a separate action.
It's a socket plug, so yeah, it's pretty easy to detach.
Yeah, but I want him stuck on, like, a giant fork.
Yeah.
In the
If
ground.
it's a bayonet, it's not going to have enough,
width.
Okay,
length to do that. So, yeah. But that's your action. You just impale him and stick it into the dirt. Give me a strength check to see how strong,
Oh, I'm pretty damn strong.
to see how firmly you impale it.
70 out of 90.
Okay.
Damn.
Regular success. So yeah, you manage to pin him. He won't be able to pull it out that easily. But you're right next to him. Yeah.
Laugh. in a
Dubois.
French way.
So I will. Is there anything else in here that we could also pin him with, make it even more difficult for him?
I don't know.
So-
you have your weapon.
Shovels or
I
anything
think
else?
while
or-
he's gonna kill me, you should all run away.
So, or is it possible?
You can be spot hidden.
Yeah, or could I actually? I need to spot him before we move.
No,
so-
he pointed out the way.
Okay. Or could I do a dex check to intercept him and run before we go? Since he's-
Intercept him.
basically get Beaumont out before,
Shove him out of the way so you're next to the Regalt.
or see if I can get us both out of the way to like grab him.
Rugby tackle him.
Yeah, pretty much. So
You can do that, but you'll both be prone.
Don't do
okay,
that.
okay. That-
Just run. Just run.
I'm trying to figure. I'm trying to get a
Throw the lantern at the ghoul people and then run.
So we're,
Dubois, don't
so
be a
create the
hero.
firestorm
Don't be a
so we're,
fool.
before I
Noble
go.
Squad now.
You have
playing who
a
can have
role, all right? Niche protection. You're Aaron, he who sets things on fire. This is a perfect situation.
And what about the backdraft that follows us?
You never have thought about that before. You never
really
will
haven't.
after this conversation. Throw the lantern.
You don't have to.
You don't have
You can, but there's no way to.
But don't tackle me and ruin my attack. Whatever you do.
You can run past him.
That's why I'm questioning just things. What would help?
No. You can put yourself in front of Regalt so that you're blocking Regalt instead of him blocking Regalt. But you can't. There's no easy out. There's no. It's a cramped. It's like you're an underground cramped tunnel.
Which I was about to say for the width of that and how we can go through.
I mean, Regalt's in sort of a little room that's open up. It's not a tunnel, but it opens up in other tunnels. But it's still cramped corridor. So there's only enough room for one person to run past. There's not, and one person to block Regalt. There's not enough room for all.
Does he have a satchel or anything with him that he was carrying stuff with?
You'd have to stop and look at him.
Okay, so
this is all happening in seconds.
No, that's fine. I wanted if I had seen that before. All right, nope. I'll just run past Mamons.
All right, so you're running past him.
Yep.
Everyone, give me a listen check.
Okay.
That's affirmative.
All right.
Yes, made it.
Difficult.
I made.
Even.
All right.
What?
Those of you who make it hear a voice coming from the left tunnel. Yes, this way. I will help you escape.
Works for me.
I have absolutely no reason not to
Always
trust
on
this
the
voice.
left. Solidarity.
And then Regalt acts. And
I'm dead.
you're not dead yet.
As I run by, I just casually
You're
toss.
flipping to look for terrible spells. I am dead.
You're not.
Pages don't flip when it's a regular attack. I've sat on that side of the table. I know how it goes.
Actually, he's not going to use a spell. He has a scalpel in hand.
There we go.
So he's,
Something awful.
Gonna cut your friggin' Achilles tendon.
Yeah,
yeah.
make it good for running.
But he rolls an 82. He misses. He slashes out at you.
Awful distracted by that
Yeah.
entire rifle I put through him.
He's physically stuck. He notices it when he's like, why'd you do that? He actually does ask you that. He's very disconcerted.
I laugh and
All right.
People up front.
Like, the chopper was my idea. And run away.
All right. All of you can actually escape unless you choose to stay.
oh no! I very
Fuck that shit.
He, as you, those of you who made your listen checks, can hear the voice. Yes, this way. Follow. It is. So you, who are carrying the lead lantern,
I'll hold my torch
give
up.
me a dex check.
Oh, fuck.
Who else is carrying a lantern?
Me.
You can have one
Me.
other lantern. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You have the other
missed
one.
it.
I was
All
on
right.
the back.
Missed it.
Give me a dex check.
Okay. No, 77. I missed.
As you run and run.
It wasn't a critical, but
As fast as you can. The voice is, no matter how fast you run, it is just ahead of you, and as fast as you can't believe how fast this person, this unseen hero who is helping you
I
is.
think they call these willows.
But as you run, the ground begins to slope suddenly, and
Up or
you
down?
lose your footing, and
or
your
down?
lantern goes down.
definitely down.
Yeah, definitely. And then, of course, the rest of you, carried forward by momentum, just see the light, poof, and then, oh shit! Ah.
See, this is what I thought the first adventure was going to be. They fainted. They fainted with the ghouls. And they went for the decadent vampire. Then they hit you with the ghouls.
And then, of course, you're bringing up
the rear.
Actually, he.
Oh, no, yeah, we're but
So you see Dubai, and then, of course, a second later, you are as well, and you're all in pitch darkness.
Great.
So everyone, give me a jump check. To
Wow, I'm good at that.
I'm not.
Really bad at it.
Holy shit, I made it. Whoa.
Not crit,
2.
but
I did not make it.
So
at all.
that's a great success.
okay.
Odd 6. I actually made it.
Okay, so you're the one who failed.
I failed.
You both failed. All right, and you got an extreme success.
Mm-hmm.
You can choose to help one of them.
Who's that? Sergeant!
All right, so Hugo.
Joseph is so brave and manly. You shall be fine.
You land badly. You take 4 damage.
Not my leg.
Again.
That's my perfectly manly male leg.
You have to spend a little bit of time scrabbling to find the lantern. Both of the lantern carriers can give me luck checks to see if the lantern can be turned back on.
Did anyone hear a woman scream?
And our luck's not reset?
No.
I'm sure it was just a with a miss.
God damn it! I was like 3 off from
I just
getting
missed
it.
it too. Wow.
You
Yep.
just missed it?
Yeah, we both just missed it.
I'm not pushing it. No, fuck off.
No. You can
Luck.
spin
You
luck.
spend luck.
I know I can spin luck. I'm not doing it. No.
What?
I'm not doing
How
that,
long? How
Ross.
far off are you?
This is one. I'm just off of it, so I'll spend the 3 to get it back down. So
There you go.
you're welcome. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
All right, so one of the lanterns can be turned
Very
back on.
Bastille Day.
We're in this position because I spent half of it last time.
And you find yourself in a tunnel that looks like it was a building. Looks like you're in one of the ancient structures that Paris was built over.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course we are.
Those of you, anyone have history or?
Nope.
I do not know what kind of creepy Gaul blood ritual this is.
I was to recognize the style of architecture.
Oh, no.
Creepy
Yeah,
Gaul
well, I don't.
architecture.
All right. Jesus. But you do hear
Roman blood ritual? Some kind of blood ritual.
there is a long dining table, and there are a dozen people hunched over feasting. You can't see what they're eating. But then you see another person hunched over, looking at you. You can barely see his silhouette. He's just beyond the edge of the lantern. But you see the light reflecting from his eyes. He says, hello, I'm Guillermo. I see you have angered the doctor. Do you wish to stop him?
We?
I'm taking a moment to can I? Is there any light to reload?
There are the two lantern bearers.
As I'm reloading, yes, that is precisely what I wish to do.
Get away from the fire.
It's
a
please, I could do this in my sleep.
So you hear one of the people from the table hissing at all of you as you begin to talk, and he says, "Oh, I'm sorry. We are interrupting the dinner. Come this way. Are any of you hungry? Do you wish I can take something from the table for you to snack upon?
No, thank you.
There you go. Come this way."
There's no sand check for underground cannibalism banquet?
As you go as you follow your
We've already seen
Guillermo. No, actually,
Come on, that's just ridiculous. We had a sand check for bone dust.
no. Hold on. You didn't see it. You didn't have to make it at first because you didn't recognize what it was. But as Guillermo guides you to another tunnel, you get closer, and the lantern light draws nearer to the table.
There it is.
And you see they're feasting on a corpse.
I'm okay with that, apparently.
It's one sand. You're not okay with it.
I roll.
Yeah, I'm also okay with it.
Yeah.
Same.
It's one.
Great.
I'm not
Great
okay with
success.
that.
Great success.
It's still one.
All right. So,
It's still one.
It's one.
I know. I'm just thinking. I'm like, wow, that's kind of terrifying, but at the same time, okay, I've seen weirder shit today.
Oh, come on. We're T-minus 15 minutes until you join them. We all know it. Stop pretending.
If I'm offered a unique opportunity, then maybe
There
I
it
will.
is.
hey, Caleb. Though, is the tunnel burning?
Yeah.
Not yet.
No, you're
People
quite far
can
down.
change. People can change.
So
Yet.
as he leads you away from the dining area, you come to another room, and you see another figure who is starts wailing and weeping, or has been wailing and weeping. You just start hearing the sounds as you draw closer. He says, "Oh, sorry, that is Isabel. Her son was taken, and she is in mourning by the guillotine. She saw him grow up to be an old man, and she thought he would die peacefully. But no, of course, Robespierre had to take him.
I'm thinking, well, he must have done something. No innocent people.
From a nice family like this? No.
Oh, she did not. Isabel moved here in 1709 during the famine, and her son is, of course, was a very old man. She left him up. She had to stay down here. Yes.
And she's still around.
Yeah.
Could you please explain to us what is going on?
But don't worry. Well, when she's done mourning, she will. Oh, you're not hungry. Yes,
Does
of
this
course.
man have a dog-like face, or
Yeah.
some sort of a very toothy grin, perhaps?
Yes.
Reflects. His eyes reflect light in an odd way.
Awesome.
Well, yeah, you would say it is almost dog
Like,
shaped.
Little long fingernail.
So are we getting to the point where, like, a little bit of rubbery skin, just a little bit black, a little bit of a corpse smell?
Very, very corpse. Yeah, much corpse. Wow. So,
Fox-eared ass.
Why do we have the fucking sheep ghouls?
Yeah.
You hear that? Like, yeah, we called you exotic because that's what you are, buddy.
so you can't see him that well, but yeah, he says.
It's just he keeps weeping off the guard.
He takes you to a tunnel that appears actually freshly dug. You don't see any tools nearby, but it seems to be dug and goes upward. This will take you to the surface, but you must know how to deal with revolt. As you have seen, musket and sword will do little against him.
Firebomb the tunnels. Got it.
No, that will not stop him.
Like, cannons? We can bring cannons.
The guillotine?
The side of his guillotine.
Robespierre. How would you convince him to be taken? I do not know if that would work either. I do know.
Perhaps a horizontal guillotine?
I do not know what that is.
Chopper of some sort.
It's been his dream for a long time.
You see, Regault got somehow a book from that fiend Fentelek, and that gave him knowledge. Knowledge he thinks will give. So he is performing this ritual. He has consecrated the guillotines, so that every soul slain in this way will, once he reaches 10,000 souls, he will be able to call upon his patron, and thus be granted immortality. So he believes. But it will doom Paris. It will doom Paris. It will doom possibly the world. We will all die. If he is allowed to proceed this.
I can't. Like, the world's where I keep all my stuff.
So I have no means of stopping him. I cannot. But you could, if you could find his book. It would truly detail the ritual and how it worked, how it could be sabotaged. If you knew how the ritual worked, you knew how to sabotage it.
Are you all right? You look strange.
Oh, do not worry about me. I'm only worried about Regault. Yes, you must find this book.
Why are you so interested in helping us?
Paris is my city. I was born here, and I will live here. I have traveled, I admit, but I always return here.
When were you born here?
Oh, before the 1709 famine. That is when I moved down here.
I'm actually looking for a second.
So the surface, you said?
Yes.
Lovely meeting you.
But I believe it will be held soon. The ritual will be held soon. That I've heard of this supreme being cult nonsense. In 6 days. That would be the perfect time to do such a thing.
Who is this patron you mentioned? Who is his master?
I dare not speak its name. It is a being of power and terror and destruction.
I knew it. It's the devil.
It is the devil.
And of course, you cannot. His power comes from the skulls of all the victims that have been killed by the guillotine.
Definitely the devil.
But you cannot. Even if you destroy the skulls, the dust of the skulls would remain. And how could you destroy dust?
Flame.
I think
Ash, fuckers, ash.
All right, so gotta go.
Of course, if you ever need me, just go whisper. My name is Guillermo. Go to any of the cemeteries and whisper my name, and I will be able to communicate with you shortly.
We're going to bypass that for just one.
we'll table that for now.
Or if you just think of my name as you fall asleep, and I will be there soon.
Oh shit! I'm probably doing that tonight then, because I'm not forgetting this shit.
Yeah.
Okay, out of character. That's just a shitty way of communication.
Yeah.
Like, think of me at night, at any time, and I'll be there. Everyone would call you all the time. You're terrible.
You have to
Like,
call
don't
it-
think of an elephant as a telephone service.
Do we have like a Dreamland's busy signal?
You know, when you're a ghoul who uses the
I
Dreamlands,
guess you don't get out much.
the Dreamlands, but that's about it.
So is everybody else going up the tunnel now? Or?
I've been sprinting up that way.
So I'm gonna wait until everybody else is gone. Just
So he steps aside so you can go up the tunnel.
Yeah. So-
As you pass him, all of you see him. I cannot but see him. Help but see him as the moonlight filters in a little bit. So everyone, give me one more sand check.
I'll make it.
Ooh, I made
9
so much.
as do I.
All right.
I'm so good at that.
So everyone made their sand check.
Yeah.
All right. You're no more sand loss. You already
I'm
saw
gonna-
ghouls before at the dinner table, so he's one of them.
I'm gonna go up last, but just kind of looking for a second. Did we possibly meet each other 5 years ago?
Did your musket explode?
It did.
Show your face.
We had a good laugh about that.
I'm glad somebody's laughing during these times. And just crawl up.
We were running up. Guys, he was musket. Just hisses of laughter.
I told you they were worth saving.
Like,
You hear some
Isabella
gibbering.
stops mourning to point.
You
Still sobbing though.
No, I've gotten over it by this point. So I've gotten over this point. Like,
you hear some gibbering.
well, then, thank you. Anyway,
Anyways, yeah. So you scrabble up.
There's like a young one come up, like, wants you to sign something.
Yeah.
Musket guy.
So you know the problem.
this is a slip of leather. Yes.
So how do you want to set about it?
This Renault guy seems
Bad.
real aristocratic to me. In need of a good guillotine.
Right.
So
He is
I-
favored by Robespierre and the others right now, so it would be hard to build a case against him.
Also, I tried to, manually
He's
guillotine
not some.
him, and it didn't work.
He's politically connected, so it's going to take more than just a rumor to get him. Certainly, everyone, give me an idea check,
Alright.
which is intelligence.
Nope.
Yeah, I make
Yep.
it. Hard one.
Yes, made it.
In that case, you.
Guys, let's all have a great idea together.
Well, the obvious thing is if you find the book, you can figure out how the ritual works, and you can stop him. So the book is probably kept at his house or his apartment, which between the 5 of you can put together is at Rue Nouveau Saint Augustine, and so you can near the buildings of the new government at the Tuileries Palace. So, you could either figure out a way to sneak in or, let your, well, I don't know. How do you want to get in his house? But that's probably the best bet.
As an option, I know the investigation will be a little more overt. I can take my contacts over to the bakery to see if we could get some fresh loaves delivered.
Your contacts.
it's like I'm tight with the bread cartel.
Well, I'm sorry. Yeah.
You got that good bread?
Still using
got that dank
phrasing.
bread?
Is that still a thing?
But yeah, no, I could actually go with through the bakery, get a couple of loaves, and then see if we're just delivering those under that cover.
Yeah, you could case it that way.
Yeah.
Again, drink.
I feel we're abandoned now.
Find a printing press. Make a anti-Robespierre pamphlet in his name.
Signed. Love
Signed,
Ronald.
Renault. He's not a smart man, that Robespierre. And we have send a division after his ass.
I think that's as good as an idea that is. I think that's almost as good as the horizontal guillotine. I think that requires a couple more connections that we don't have at this moment. So,
I once knew a printing press that could print blood, so...
All right, we had talked about that. Anyways, so yeah, that's pretty easy to do. You don't even have to make a roll to organize that. Do you have coasters?
No, this table is not that precious.
The loaves.
the loaf.
The loaves.
Yeah. So with that, what time of I guess that would probably be in the morning. So you're going yourself, or you're just having one of your bakery people doing that?
I'm gonna go myself. I'll actually go myself. So, but I would like somebody else with me. So,
All right.
if at all possible.
You're going yourself
One of
to
the-
where?
Well,
Regal's house.
Regal's house. I can take the loaves over there, and since I can at least kind of look the part of burly baker.
Well, I'm a supplied person, so it sort of makes sense for me to go with
Yeah,
you.
so we would both.
All right. So the two of you go. I assume in the morning.
Yeah.
All right.
How's your
Early morning or
persuasion?
late morning?
Probably late morning because bakers need time to bake the bread.
Yeah, so we don't have. There's like 2 deliveries on the side, so.
All right.
Can I get a horse?
Sure. That's not, I'm not going to be too much of a. Yeah, you can get a horse. I mean,
All right, while they're doing that, I'm going to go to the army headquarters, I guess, and the armory
sure.
and get a new musket.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Stock a little bit.
Give me persuade or credit rating to get one without any hassle.
Persuade separate, right? Yeah, I'll do persuade.
All right.
Ot 6.
Yeah.
I need a fancy new musket. Am I
You
still
get the
talking?
fanciest new musket.
Am I still talking
One of
to
those
the
Spanish
quartermaster?
ones. It's so good. Yeah, I'm sorry, what?
Am I still talking to the quartermaster?
Sure.
And I also need the cannon for the Supreme Beat.
What about the Supreme Being?
The cannonade salute to the festival of the Supreme Being. You
You're
know,
not on that detail.
I am not. How would I know to get the cannon then?
Where's the written order?
I do not have the.
You have to
written
someone has to give me a written authorization for the cannon.
You have delayed the cannonade rehearsal for Robespierre?
It's not for 5 days.
You do not think the Festival of Supreme Being deserves a week of preparation?
I cannot sign out a cannon on your word alone. I need a written authorization. I mean,
Mr. Dyson, you know the rules
Yeah.
concerning visitors in the lab.
Well, ask my captain. No.
Captain, my captain.
no. So you'll if you persuade an officer to let you use a cannon, you could. But you'll need more. Like he's not opposed to it. He's not going to report you because you got so well or anything like that. But like. I mean, it's still a bureaucracy, so you can't just.
Come on, man. He's going to need a damn can for the ritual, man.
By the way, you all need. By the way, you also all have to carry your papers on you at all times. There's passports and visas that you have for internal for citizens, and you are asked to look. You're often like, oh, let me look at your papers, that kind of things, because counter-revolutionaries and spies everywhere. So.
It's a good thing we're getting rid of so many of those spies.
Denying us
It's also a good thing that I'm so well hidden.
And like, seriously, you could probably say, I'm a female spy. They go, oh, that's just him.
All right, I tried to get a cannon.
You did try to get a
Nice
cannon. You didn't get reported for, treason, but for trying to steal a
Yeah,
cannon.
it's kind of amazing what's considered treason right now.
Yeah, exactly. The standards are pretty loose. So, Hugo and Dubois, you get to Regal's house. You have fresh loaves of bread. The servant opens the door. Hello.
Oh, so we have come for the delivery.
Delivery? I thought
We are here with the bread.
we already had bread delivered. Are you... there must be some mistake.
So, before, and I meant to ask this before,
Yeah.
so just kind of come on the spot. Is it possible for Hugo to write up some sort of, maybe in concert with us?
Actually, wait.
a
I said
case?
you could do this for free. So
Okay.
yeah. I'm sorry. He's expecting. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can see the ground floor of the house. You can see into the drawing room, which is the front room, which leads up to there's a door in front of you and a door to your right. But he's not letting you in the house. If you want to get into the house, you have to come up with some reason. So you can see and then you can kind of walk around. A little bit. This is basically an apartment. It's a 2-story built. It's like 2 stories at a house, but there are houses on either side, so you can't really walk.
So,
around.
like the courtyard and the areas to kind of go in.
Well, it's like built in the street.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or it's built in there are multiple buildings, so there's no way to walk around to the back or anything because it's just all connected. So, if you want to do more casing, other than just to see it from the outside and in from the front door. You're going to have to make some sort of skill check.
Can I?
Oh, you can all give me listen checks for free.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yep. In fact, very yep.
I failed.
0. I got a 3.
You hear Rugalt coming from behind. I mean, not in front of you. Somewhere he's like, Assistant Rugalt, here is your breakfast. Oh, you do such a good job, Marie. Your cooking is excellent as always. You're being very civil and cordial. He's eating breakfast right now.
I asked.
He doesn't see you, of course.
I asked if I can speak to the housekeeper in the with the idea of trying to distract the people, so that he can go sneak around a little bit.
Okay.
About any other supplies or luxuries that the house might be needed for the house.
All right. What skill do you want to use for that? I mean, persuade is
persuade. Yeah.
That go ahead and roll.
Nope.
Do you want to push it?
That means I roll again, and if I fail, it's worse.
Yeah, this one you talk for a little bit, but the butler's just like,
Best butler ever.
Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and push it.
All right.
The charger still.
We'll find out.
Which one?
Be good.
The green one.
Yay!
All right.
Get that out.
That's actually a super hard success.
All right.
Extreme.
Oh yes, we could always use some fineries here. Citizen Rugalt is very. He works so hard, and we want to give him, some comfort because he does such good work for the Republic. Making sure the guillotine is working, and
so I start listing off all the
practicing
things that I
message.
could provide for the house, including tobacco, ink, paper, such luxuries you've never.
Gene,
even
come here.
dreamed
Let's just
of,
make a list. So you get that. So Mary's still in the kitchen. So you have to avoid the kitchen, but you can. You can hear the kitchen's coming up ahead, so if you go through the door to your front, you'll be getting closer to the kitchen, but you could go to the door to your right without being noticed for free.
Okay, so I'll go to the door.
All right, so you open the door to your right. This is clearly a sitting room. There's a fireplace, chairs, couches. And then there's a door ahead that leads to your left, and then there's staircases leading up.
More than likely, his any kind of study would probably be up in his private quarters, I would assume, or unless we have the horrible basement of.
You don't see it. If there is a basement, there's the entrance is not in this room.
So it'd probably be a cellar door on the outside if that was
We
the
had
case.
bad experiences with wine cellars.
That is true. that is very true. So, all right, I'm going to try to make it upstairs.
All right, you get upstairs, and that's as far as you can get for free. From now on, you have to make stealth checks.
Okay.
You're very stealthy.
I am.
So,
For a 54-year-old old soldier.
It's funny. We're both
from the
very
staircase, as you head up, you see a door to your left, a door right behind you, a door ahead of you, and there are actually two doors behind you, one to your back left and one to your back right.
Okay.
So, back left, back right, that way, and then that way. So,
Go left. I don't understand. Go east. I don't understand.
go front left, go
Walk
back left.
left. I don't understand.
So two in the back, left in the front. So, all right.
Yes, this way, this way,
And then
this way, this way. So.
Okay. So, spot hidden to see if there is any kind of indication where traffic would have been gone through, maybe dust from or mud from somebody else's.
It's a wooden floor, hardwood floor.
So,
It's an active household. It's good. They have a maid. It's clean.
okay. So
the maid's a professional.
right.
There's no dust.
Okay, they're still turning around here. So anyway, all right, I'll just go ahead and try each of the doors, starting off from the.
All right,
back
you need
left.
to give me a stealth check for each one, because otherwise you'll make a creaking sound.
Okay, we'll see it. God, first one, 91.
All right, you don't actually step. You because the first fail, remember, is free, because you're like, oh shit, this might squeak. Do you want to push it?
Yeah, let's push this. So, what is life without risk? So,
Well, safer, usually.
Caleb, don't look at me like that. I have not thrown any fire yet. Oh, fuck off. All right. That is 61. That made it.
All right. Was it this door or this door?
We had the back
Oh,
ones.
you wanted a back door?
Yeah, when we're starting the back doors, I'm going to make just a circuit around everything.
So that door?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a sand check.
Yay!
Really?
That's half the fun of this game.
Okay.
Ought to.
All right. You recognize this figure. It is a...
Skin Pope?
It is the Skin Pope, but the minus the papal clothing. It is looks like he kept this as a souvenir. Let's see here. What else is in the room?
Steal it.
It's
Show it to Rose.
it's literally
How am I going to get the skin poped out? And how am I going to explain it on the street?
Fine.
No, it's not!
Fine. We'll put it in front of the apartment. Hope no one notices. It's like, why is that out there?
What?
You know?
What are you talking about? I just
explain
made a meat Guy Fawkes. Just...
yeah. Give me a spot hidden.
Jesus Christ. No, I failed that. 63.
Okay. So you see, there are things in the room, and it'll take you some time to search it because there's a lot of actually texts and things.
Okay.
So your failure means you, Hugo.
Yeah.
Your friend has disappeared. Your boy has disappeared. Has not come back yet, and you've got to. You're needing to draw this out some more.
Vamp!
Yeah.
All right. So then we start talking prices and bargaining.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Look at that one. What I can do?
Yeah. All right.
Like, did you know that I'm actually a woman? Like, oh, come on!
All right. Give me another persuade check.
okay. Yes.
All right. They're distracted for now.
Okay.
So
We'll allow for another spot hidden check, or is that just...
So maids will waste time, but no one will give me a cannon. I see how it is, Rob.
yeah.
Play your favorites.
You really think those are equivalent? Really? All right. So you do notice a couple of things, but you most importantly know. Wait, no, actually, yeah, do give me another spot hidden.
Okay. Come on. Are you fucking kidding me? No.
Okay. I'll let you push it if you want.
Push it.
Yeah. We'll give it one more try and put on the push. So. 34. Yes, made that.
All right. You actually do notice a book with a black leather cover and brass bindings. That was the one you saw in the cellar that Fentalik was actually referencing in the torture room.
Okay, so one of the ones I demanded to take. So, all right, I'll take a look. Yeah, and as far as I can tell, where is it sitting?
It's on a desk under some papers. That's why I didn't notice it first.
Please don't scream. Please don't scream. Please don't scream.
Why are you trying to do me the yoink? Well, I was going to take it, but make sure it's not trapped first. So,
Who traps a book they're working on?
Seriously, who does that?
so, and at least on the spot hidden, I guess I'm not seeing anything that would be off.
You saw the
about.
book.
Okay.
Do you want to be a fucking D&D thief and check for traps, or are you just going to grab it?
I would like to check for
To
traps.
trap it, he would have to know he would have survived. Know there was a ghoul down there. Know the ghoul wouldn't eat us. Know the ghoul would know about the book and tell us to do it. And know we would go to his apartment to grab the book. Now, trust me, I would appreciate that A-level paranoia. But I don't think even crazy headless sorcerers have that.
If I lose my hands, I'm going to cry.
Okay.
So,
I am willing to pay that price.
so I get your hands in return. Got it. Good.
All right.
So, all right. Yeah, I'll go ahead and carefully try to lift it up and take the book. So,
Yeah, you can take. You have the book.
all right. Can I say I have like a satchel or something I put it in?
Sure.
Okay. So,
Do you
all right.
want to look in it?
No.
All right.
Actually, no. There's a reason on that because whatever was in there did that to him. I already saw what it did to the our vampire
Come on.
lord.
What harm has ever come
This
from
goes
reading
away.
a book?
All right.
So-
what are you doing now?
Sneaking back downstairs.
All right, give me a stealth check.
Hopefully that works. 46 made it.
All right. So you come back down,
So, just kind of.
and you kind of show up, and
I was like, looks. Our
where were
negotiations.
you? Oh, where were you?
He was just
I was literally
standing
here the whole
quietly over there in the corner.
Fast talk.
My
No, make a fast talk check.
or persuade.
Persuade?
No,
Isn't
this
there a
is
separate
my
fast talk?
No.
If there is, I don't have
not
it.
in
It's a
here.
separate fast talk.
Is there?
Yep.
Is it not listed on your sheet?
It's not
No.
listed on my sheet. I
All
have
right.
persuade and...
All right, give me a hard persuade check.
Okay. I'll try. Nope.
Okay.
Push.
For a 35?
No, what did you get? It was 80. So,
What?
what did you get on that?
No, I got a 66.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not gonna luck, and if
could burn
to try
30
for a
points of luck.
35 is
No.
that's. I mean, I don't.
I'm not
think
gonna ask you to
that's a
do
good
that.
I
plan.
don't care if he is.
Like just you talk. You try and say something. Like,
Persuade. I have a 15 persuade, and my heart is 7.
All right. What do you mean? You're new to this route. Your friend disappeared. This is highly unusual. Perhaps we should tell Regault. This seems like sedition. What are you gonna do?
Sleep!
They haven't called an alarm yet, so they're giving you one last chance to justify yourself. What are you gonna do?
I have a really dumb idea, but
Dumb ideas are great. Just do it.
no. In this case,
Aaron, Aaron,
I'm sure
push it.
it'll be going for.
Push it, Aaron.
Let me explain first. So, but no. Since I do have sleight of hand, do a trick where I basically pull like one of the fruit out of nowhere and say, "I've just been learning this when I was in the army to keep from boredom." So.
Oh, sure.
I'm just a street magician.
What's this?
I have a
I'm harmless.
I have a 60 in the sleight of hand. My persuade is shit.
David blading around your house.
Like, where'd this coin come from?
43. I succeed.
That is quite impressive. Can we make sure you have not taken anything from Citizens of Regault? Can I look through your possessions?
So, no, you may not. So, it's like it's just from that. Besides, what would I
Can I
take?
sleight of hand to take the book from Aaron?
You sure can.
What's your sleight of hand?
That's what we were looking for.
Okay.
Hide the fucking book.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thanks.
Made it.
All right.
No, I just gotta. I won't
Sleight of
add
hand
back.
to take it from Aaron.
Yep.
So
No,
I'm like,
it's like-
of course you may
Certainly.
check his possession.
Oh, certainly.
And now you see me too.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Fucking busking door to door.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get to join the eye at the end.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had sleight of hand. I'm great. Well, I'm glad we're both together on this.
All right.
Yeah.
So you managed to fool some.
I am very good at being cute.
Find the queen. Find the queen. Find the
learned it from
queen.
me.
Find the queen.
All right.
Do a shell game in front of him.
Sure, you may think that I learned it from you. That is fine.
All right. So you have the book, and you've gotten out of his house. You don't have any other evidence. There aren't any other clues. But you got the book. So.
Was the least important.
So you all get back. The book is written in Latin.
Drawing the line in the sand.
Does anyone have Latin?
Yes, Ross,
No.
we have Latin.
I can't remember.
I think maybe the character that's not with
I
us.
don't even have. I'm not even smart.
Do I even speak French?
The language doesn't seem to be on here.
Yeah, that's true.
But education is,
No, it'll list
isn't
you
it?
because I've got
Yeah.
French at 80%.
Education is my education is.
Oh, I guess
20.
I wonder if that's for literacy.
I'm illiterate, I guess. Except, yet I'm a big fan of Rousseau. So
No, you're
that's
definitely-
confusing.
What's your
definitely right.
education? It's up at top.
It might be. Might have been left out by
Mine is
mistake.
60, yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
mine's 20.
Mine's 80.
It says several of you should have Latin. I guess those of you who have educated backgrounds, I'll let you have it. At your education ratings.
70?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see what we can read.
All right. It's called the Supreme Void.
Yeah, I got it. I got extreme success on 8 under 80.
I got an out 5.
All right.
Jason, you poor
Fucking
bastard.
hell.
Just-
We're Latin scholars, apparently.
Oh god, does that mean you get mythos shit?
All right.
no.
It takes
It only needs the
to
cheers.
skim it, not to read it in super detail.
Okay.
Takes about the rest of the day. It is the work of a Spanish monk.
We're reading it cheek to cheek.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
They are so sweet.
Who sailed to the New World and then when he came back to Spain, was excommunicated and then burned at the stake.
Oh, nice.
He, however, apparently managed to bribe someone inside the prison before he was excommunicated to let him write this book and or finish this book and leave those notes and have it smuggled out. Sent to his friend, who is unnamed. But it talks about a demon, as a total, who is Yes, read the key passage here that seems to be the ritual. We no longer need to do the Lord's work. The excess of the Inquisition are a bloody continuation of Satan's own schemes to devote souls to the blackest of hells, an infernal of expanse so benighted that it lies behind the stars and eclipses heaven itself. This nightless realm is the domain of the fallen angel Azatotl, a being of supreme evil worshipped with blood sacrifices by the Aztecs. Should 10,000 souls be sacrificed to this terrible devil beyond the stars in the space of one near cut open with a blade inscribed with that foul circular design, then Azatotl, hell of unending night shall open on earth. Heaven would be lost to us forever. Only music beyond even that of the angels can exorcise this greatest and supreme of all demons, greater even than Lucifer himself. If a martyr who has heard such music from beyond would offer himself up for sacrifice, even as did the Son upon the cross, only then would Azatotl be undone and into the fields of earth denied to him in his shame and unworthiness. You do recall Fentanyl did have a musician who was in prison and kidnapped.
Fentanyl?
Fentanyl.
Morphine?
Sorry. What is the name? Fentanyl, yeah, Fentanyl, sorry. Fentanyl,
Yes,
yeah.
actually.
Let's get high! It's the only way to stop as or whatever. Get fucked up! Got to get high.
So, of course, that's skimming it. So you don't have to lose any sanity for that.
Hooray!
So
we have to prison spree.
So we have to find this, whatever his name is. Zaz? What was it?
Zahn.
Zahn, yeah.
Dietrich Zahn.
Great.
Bringing a musician from jail.
You don't know what happened to him. He claimed to be... He was not arrested at the scene. He was claimed that he was a hostage of the Comte.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
He was dressed up as the Dauphine. Do you remember anything else about him?
can we just intelligence check to see what we remember?
Sure.
Okay. It's been a week. We slept.
It's been a week.
It's been a week. It's been 5 years.
I remember
Okay.
he was like Elton John. He was like Elton John.
Early or late stage Elton
All right.
The one in that Kingsman movie.
John. 26 made it.
All right. There was a woman who seemed to be, who was also a hostage, who seemed to be quite close to him. Celine Bassett.
Okay.
She was the one dressed as the queen.
Or she was- no,
She was dressed
really-
as an angel.
That's it.
Was it? Okay.
And the Zahn was dressed as the Dauphine.
Yeah.
He is a little person, by the way, a dwarf. So he would be highly unusual in Paris, but you don't know where he is, or if he is still alive. Because, again, it's been 5 years. But he was not arrested, so he would have no reason to hate you if you were to see him again.
Yeah, we did free him from,
Yeah,
Whatever was going on.
whipped. By
exactly.
And when we were all together, we do share the what we saw over there in the addition to the book too. So that he collected the corpse pope.
someone needs to listen to magic music and die. So
I can sing.
there's that.
Yeah.
Apparently.
That's what it is. Of course, you could get you could consult with the ghoul to confirm that that's what it would take. But yeah,
I'll go meet with them.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you don't know where they are.
No, I'll.
Oh, the ghouls.
Summon them.
Okay.
Oh, you get some of them.
There it is. Right on time.
Like clockwork.
Ding, dinner's done.
All right. You head out to the graveyard.
Sprint to it. It's like the end of a romantic comedy.
In your eyes.
The ghoul. You whisper his name. The ghoul soon appears. Yes.
Yeah, we have the book.
Ah, excellent. Have you found the secrets of the ritual yet?
Yeah. Just hang on, I gotta get my car keys. There we go.
What's that? I do not know what that is.
Like, just I don't either.
Oh, the man must have taken you, or you must see through time.
Or just go. Yeah, I peek around. Aaron actually peeks around ahead, so don't mind me.
Anyway, so
But it says we can't make we have the ritual, but we can't make much of it. We need to find somebody.
oh, ooh,
The musician. What was his name?
Dietrich Zahn.
Zom.
Zom.
Zahn,
Zahn.
like Eric Zahn.
Dietrich Zahn.
Yeah,
It's like
Zahn.
Dietrich Zahn. He was someone from the house that when we stormed it.
Like Steve's on Star Stage and Screen.
Interesting. And why do you need him?
Author.
Because we believe he's part of the ritual somehow.
Oh, well, if it is important, I can certainly find. Come back tomorrow night, and I will look. I will give you what I have found out. Yes, we don't have much time. It is already the 3rd. Soon tomorrow will be the 4th, and then the 8th is will be too late.
Right. Lovely. I'm really doing this.
Doing what?
I'm meeting you in a graveyard.
Yes.
That's not how I thought I'd be spending my evening, but
Oh. Okay.
well,
Feels so right.
look,
Definitely is where it sounded like it was
you have any
going.
brochures or pamphlets or anything? Or
He's such a romantic.
If you survive this business,
This
then
breathy.
I'm sure if you are meant to be part of Mordigian's flock, you will be guided. But yes, you seem quite eager. That's very unusual. Usually it's times. It was a famine. I was starving to death.
yes. Well, obviously Christianity didn't work for me.
Are you a cop?
There's Christianity didn't do it for me.
What, are corpse stings a thing?
All right. So that happens, and so do you all want to wait to see if the ghoul finds Dietrich Zahn, or are you going to look for him on your own during the day? Because that was the 3rd.
Is there like a music conservatory?
There are musicians that you could meet and talk to.
Shakedown?
Let's see here.
Swear to me.
Yeah, give me. What skill do you want to use to find some musicians to talk to?
Find musicians.
That's a skill, right?
I mean, you can use any.
There's a GURPS, probably.
Well, no. Basically, you can use.
Track?
No. You can use
Can I
any.
look for their sign?
No, let me explain. Any skill can be used to find contacts related to that. So anything, credit rating would obviously work. I would also allow persuade, as it's a social thing. Maybe musicians you hung out with in a social scene.
Anybody got a really good listen check?
70.
Yeah. So anything related that
I've
it
just
would
learned this
justify.
Try credit rating.
Yeah, that seems right now. No, you need to look on.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll spend 2 luck. Yes.
All right.
Look on the streets. Find 2 eighth notes accompanied by a 16th
Right.
and a clef and treble clef.
Where are they at?
So
Musicians hang.
you do know you run into Gaston Moreau, who is a head waiter at a tavern. He knows that he's run into Zahn, and he also was a former musician, but being a head waiter pays better now because there's not as much entertainment in these days. People are pretty not wanting to go out and be seen because that means there's more chances for them to be reported on.
Yeah.
So he ran into Zahn at Rue Feydeau, near the theater. So you know what building he would be in.
All right, I tell everyone we go there.
Okay.
All right. So you head to the 3-story tenement off Rue. The street's named Rue Fadu. The second. It's near the Theatre Fadu. It's one of the oldest streets in Paris, and is in the heart of the theater district, lined with neoclassical modern buildings. But the streets are dark and filthy. So every floor is crowded with families. You ask around for the Zahn family. He is in the attic. Which is the cheapest, apartment to rent because it's the worst. Because it's first to get rained on and it's a small space. So. Also hottest,
Yeah.
warm, coldest, and it's just it's not a good place. It's not a prime real estate. So all of you going?
I would hope I'm not by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd accompany you while he's on his.
All right. So it's early evening, and a woman who you recognize as Celine answers the door. She is still a striking woman, but is now drawn and thin. She hasn't been eating well. She is holding a toddler, and she puts him down. Behind her, Zahn stands with his back to the door, facing the wall oblivious. His head is tilted to one side, and he's pantomiming playing a violin. He has no instrument. His fingers...
Great.
Yeah. She says, please come in. Why are you here? I am very grateful, of course, for what you've done. But this obviously is not a social call. What is wrong?
What did Finelec, what went you all those years ago?
He wanted Poisson to play the music from beyond, and when we were freed, I thought he would be freed of it. But he was obsessed with the music. He couldn't get it out of his head. He thought if he could play the music once, he would be free of it. But I forbade him from doing it. But Finelec, even I thought it was Finelec's influence doing it, but whatever curse was placed on him was not lifted when we were rescued. So
We can cure him.
We have the technology.
Let him go with us. On 8, I couldn't succeed the first time.
you can? You would take him to an asylum?
Yes, the newest of science offered by this bright, rational age.
Is that why you've come?
Yes, he shall be bled by the finest physicians. He shall exercise his
I
humors
must come with him.
vigorously.
He is helpless. I will ask the family below to look after.
No, his attachment to you is what restrains his cure.
Oh my God. Please, I cannot bear to be apart from my love.
It will be but for a short time.
It's one more persuade.
I critically succeeded
It's
the
true
first time.
love, Caleb.
I'm not asking for a cannon here.
True love takes 2 persuade checks.
Yeah.
All right.
But that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
I tuck him under my arm and we go.
She weeps a little bit, but she grabs you by the arms. You swear you'll save him.
Yep, he'll be right back.
He'll come back with us.
Uh-huh.
A man and able to laugh and hold his son.
Yeah, yes, definitely.
We're all realizing
That's
he's
what
not
the
coming
doctors tell
back,
me.
right?
You're Sandchecking this. Is going to be great.
Actually, as we're leaving too, can I say I have like one of the other, like an extra loaf or something?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna give it to her and actually write down the bakery saying if you need some more, just tell me. You know me.
She thanks you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You are angels. I know it is not the right to say that, but you
Come
are.
on, Maestro.
You are the only one of the few
on.
kindnesses we've ever had in this world.
Up we go.
It's
Out
it's
the door.
what-
Say goodbye, Hieronymus.
Well, goodbye.
He's very bright. He looks at you, and you have uniforms and muskets and whatnot. He's
Zahn still miming violin playing? All right. Madly? All right.
Yep.
Well, we need a violin now.
Where are you going to take him?
I don't know.
There's a Stradivarius somewhere, right?
Is there a violin shop
There is.
somewhere around here?
There is.
Think we got enough money for a violin?
That's a credit rating check.
Give him a fiddle.
I got it at 20.
No.
You know, the Azathothian fiddling.
Yeah.
Lovecraft always talks about it.
That's
A
piping.
hoedown behind the stars. Oh, God, no. Can't afford it.
Swing your lesser god. Do-si-do.
Pastor went down to Georgia.
Like one of those accordions?
Law to requisition it in the name of the people.
Oh, shit!
Republic.
I did.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, you have enough money. Well, your credit rating's over a 10.
Yeah, it's 20.
Okay. Yeah. You Pressy, you haven't been spending money. You haven't had a...
Dude, I've been kind of busy.
Yeah.
Killing Prussians. We're only doing one thing and one thing only.
So you go to buy a
Killing
wood
Prussians.
shop.
Presley's turned into such a bro.
A bad breakup will do that to you.
Like, actually, it doesn't matter. Like Prussians, Italians, English.
He lost his faith in the king.
No, it's like, no, that's really not now. It's like, no, it's just great. Prussians, English. I just love killing.
All right. So
Kids
you
on
get
pikes,
you get a
bench
violin.
pressing 'em.
Are you taking them?
I'm going to go someplace private.
Okay. What kind of place?
A graveyard.
A private place?
I mean, define a private place. Like, is it a
Intensely private.
like? Are you going out into the woods outside Paris? Those
Like squirrels can hear you. Less public than that.
Paris is intensely crowded in this period.
Okay.
So
Let's go back down to the catacombs.
No, let's not.
So if you want to find a building, you're gonna have to
Is there like an old church that got turned
an
into a
old
wine store?
yeah. Everyone can give me an education check to see if there's an unused church or a church that's like a warehouse.
I made it.
Okay, I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah,
that.
let's cross
Odd
the
six
walls of
made
Notre
that.
Dame.
Yeah.
I
I think it's another crit,
critically succeed.
as did I. So.
All right, you can define a building that would be useful. Like, do you want to find a church? It's just
Oh yeah, Notre Dame. It's the bell tower. They're not using it anymore. It's a wine store now.
all right.
This is going to be great.
And a time when nobody's going to be in there.
Yeah.
Well, it is a wine store though, so it would be guarded. So you have to bribe or get past a guard.
Well, I know a guy. That's how I education.
All right, you know a guy. What's his name?
Jean-Pierre.
Yeah.
Jean-Pierre. Maman! Remember the time we talked drunkenly about Rousseau?
Yes,
It was
it's very good.
Vive la Revolution!
Viva la revolution.
What are you doing with your friends here? The violinist?
He is a very skilled, very skilled, and we thought we might we pulled together. We haven't heard him play in many years for a little concert for ourselves.
Theaters are open. You could go there and have them.
It's private.
Oh no!
But the acoustics in the bell tower.
He is on account of his size, very afraid of crowds. He needs a very contained, trusting audience.
Oh, that sounds great. They'll join you.
And it is very obscure music.
I am better educated than you. I can.
Very upsetting.
Yeah. What are you saying? That I cannot appreciate from?
I think I do not want to waste your time.
Fucking Mozart
All right.
hipster.
You can roll persuade or intimidate.
It's a very long orchestra.
You can roll persuade or intimidate.
What's your persuade at?
Intimidate? Like
I can
you
intimidate.
know, fucker. You are ready for this orchestra, son.
No, it's like no. You go back to your handle. I mean, you could just subtly threaten him.
I will spend 6 points of luck.
All right.
There we go.
Yeah. All right. So you go to Notre Dame.
I kind of want him to come and just let him listen to it. It's a private concert. Call Robespierre. Got a traitor over here.
All right. So you go to Notre Dame. You close all the doors, and you finally hand the violin to Zahn.
Profane this holy site real bad.
So Zahn draws the bow.
Good acoustics, though.
Great acoustics. Draws the bow across the violin, and a ripping, tearing note squeals out and grows longer and louder, resonating to the ears and minds of the listeners. As the note is drawn
Whoa,
further...
Can we hold off till
I
we give
crossed
him
myself.
the violin?
What? Why?
Can we... Because only one of us needs to hear this.
That's true.
And they need to willingly die to stop this.
So,
We should probably figure that out before we all listen to crazy nightmare music, right?
that's your try. Don't look at me.
Well, you read the book too. Like, I can't hide it. Or else I would totally be lying and making one of you do it. But you also made the check, so...
So, total Machiavellian plotting is not going to work.
It is very simple, friends. Someone must die for this to succeed. Either we all die for France, or somebody must step forward.
How old are you, man?
I'm 29 now.
I think I'm actually the oldest of everybody here.
Yeah, by far and away. And
I think I'm the youngest.
I'm going to drag a chair out.
Oh, do you want to join your wife?
Oh!
Very long time?
Whoa!
Wow.
She misses you very much.
Let me check what this is first before I do anything else.
It's very lonely after the revolution.
Actually,
You almost had it, and then you had to, like, say that, didn't you?
actually, no,
I couldn't resist.
I'm going to walk up to Bamons.
Yeah.
Actually, clap him on the shoulder. You are always the funniest of all of us. And then I hit you as hard as I can in the stomach.
That's fair. He volunteered!
And then I throw you in there.
Haven't given my one yet.
All right.
No, but I take the chair, and so.
All right, so it's just it's a concert for one. Don't worry, we'll just
How
make.
bougie.
Are you kidding? This avant-garde is fun. This is even-
Warhol shit.
This is more than Godspeed You Black Emperor. Like, this is Godspeed You Black Emperor. The original.
For the viola. So.
As the note is drawn further out, the room seems to grow dim. Zahn pauses, then his fingers and arms blur as he attacks the violin with impossible speed. Notes bursting through notes at a speed impossible to comprehend, as though the instrument had 100 strings and all of them are shrieking in agony. The walls of the room crumble from the top. The roof melts apart like an iris opening, and the starry night above is exposed, even if it was, it's night now, so you can, but it was cloudy, but now you can see all the stars. Zahn's furious playing creates a tornado of force. Everyone outside of it must make a listen check.
Oh, God.
Can I spend luck to fail?
I make it.
I make.
Oh, thank God I failed.
I failed.
Can I spend my luck to make it?
You fail.
I'm loudly playing
I
spies.
failed.
Made it. All right. You lose 3 sanity and take 3 damage.
Motherfucker.
Did you make it?
Yeah.
Same. 3 sand and 3 damage. Your ears bleed.
I failed.
Yeah, you don't hear it. You don't hear enough of it. Yeah. The room.
Talk to Jean-Pierre.
Yeah. The Jean-Pierre is just, what is going on? I need to notify the god.
No, you're good. It's fine.
No, he's panicking. He failed his sand check, so
You didn't even roll.
I know.
Clap him over the head.
Piece of shit.
Butt stroke.
You don't have to roll if all of you jump on him at the same time.
Like, you need to calm down, sir.
Yeah. So all of you are holding poor Jean-Pierre down.
Yes.
The room fills with the chill of space. Back with Dubois, until there's no floor, and the demented musician and you are hang in the void. One by one, the stars go cold and blink out, and the infinite blackness of the gulf of night yawns below them. There is a rushing blur of wings as unseen things rush toward them. Jean-Pierre forgot another person was in the store. He rushes in and is pulled into the
Could've
void,
been all 5 of us.
screaming and carried off into nothingness. And still Zahn plays and plays deep staccato notes that blast from his disintegrating violin and punch into your psyche. You see Earth creation as an accident, a malign accident. There is no righteous order. There's only chaos. While in space outside, a cacophony of hideous laughter rises and keep rising until you realize it is your own. Give me that sand check.
Can do. I forgot. Can we spend luck on the sand check?
No.
Okay.
Actually, that's in the rules.
All right. So
Ain't no fucking luck with that.
no, that's actually fair. 100. Merry fucking.
Azathoth is your wife. Give her a kiss. Holy shit. Embrace me, dear.
Aaron,
Yes.
fumbling the sand. This is from the core rules.
Oh, yeah, no, that's okay.
A fumbled sand rolls results in the character losing the maximum sanity points for that particular situation or encounter.
I saw
Which
Azathoth,
is-
didn't I?
Which is 100 for this.
You know, I'm actually kind of proud. That's a personal record, I think.
It is.
I'm really happy about that. I'm gone, guys. I'm really sorry.
You wake on the floor. You hold your fingers in your bleeding ears, but there's no use. You hear the music from beyond in your minds now, and you always will. The room is largely as it was. The walls are back where they were, but there are desperate fingernail scratches up the walls at the corner of the ceiling. Zahn is dead, his fingers blackened and impaled into the wood of the shattered remnants of the violin. His body is frozen in rigor mortis, his final expression of one of soul-obliterating terror.
Cured.
Fucker.
Can I actually operate? Because I'm gone.
Here's the thing. I will let you roleplay as long as you... your goal now is to be a guillotine. You must be really eager for that to happen.
So it has to happen. Cause
No, you want it to happen.
Well, no, because I've heard the music and I have to stop it from hearing it.
No, you just want to be guillotined.
You want to share it, and that's the way to share it. You're happy. You're at peace.
Thank you.
The music stops.
Right.
What are you guys doing? Jump here. I was like, what's going on?
Jump here, be cool.
I slowly open the door with a pistol drawn.
It's like, Dupois? Yeah, you all right?
Mon ami.
Jump here, be cool.
I
Be cool, bitch. Jump here.
I guess. I don't know what's happeing.
It's fine. Go outside, have a cigarette.
Okay.
Smoke a pipe.
Smoke if you got him.
Wow. What happened?
I heard the music.
We? So did I. Are you?
I am.
Okay.
So,
Put this away.
that's true. So,
Jump here, cool.
He is for now.
All right. I go in there.
Give me a sand check.
Oh, no.
No.
92.
Not even a little bit.
You sin. It's on to his death. You promised his wife no. Then he would. So this is gonna hurt. 7 sand, temporary sanity.
So, what happens to me?
Let's see here. It's a temporary sanity. We could. You could roll a d10.
Okay.
Yeah.
1.
This is Kismet. You don't remember what's going on. You were eating breakfast this morning.
All right. I freeze.
oh, good, the amnesia that struck me so often.
Killed this man.
Oh, man.
Who killed this man?
What do you mean, who kills this man? No one kills this man.
The violin killed him. The music.
No one. What?
He played it to his contentment to allow me
We
to
must
do
leave.
it.
No one will believe this.
No.
Where are we?
No.
We are Notre Dame.
So,
You got to sing, man. It is your friend Jean-Pierre on the
Do we
floor.
need wine?
We may have to today, my friend.
Oh yeah. Is anybody else going in the room?
I mean,
No, after.
I poked my head in. I was talking.
Oh yeah. You
and
can roll a sand check
I've
too.
come out at this point, but I'm just smiling, going, I know what to do
yeah.
now.
Ot 6, I am totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You kind of figured.
I mean, yeah, no, like this is
We must
awful.
find this man's family.
no,
No. You promised his wife and child that we would bring him back alive. That is the last thing we should be doing right now.
This?
That's it.
Oh man, what has gotten into your head?
Were we seen coming in?
Your friend?
We must hide the body.
Sergeant,
We will be blamed.
You can give me an idea check.
I know the stage.
I have an idea.
I know the stage now. I know where
What's
we.
an idea check?
Yes, where
intelligence,
where the music must be sung.
No.
What?
So
I guess I don't have my idea.
that's like at where's the most prominent? I forgot when.
I was going to hide his
where the
dead body
guillotine
behind
was.
my
So
desk.
Palace of the Revolution. You could be
palace.
executed on the day of the festival.
I need to be at the Palace of the Revolution.
Does it have to be on the day of the festival, or just like as soon as possible?
You don't know. Maybe you should consult with your expert.
Right.
Do I remember the expert?
You only remember you only blanked out today,
Okay.
So
so you don't remember making that promise to Zahn, to Celine.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's
So
what
it was defense
everybody, that's
mechanism.
what everybody will hear the most, or I can spread that.
Is that wise?
You survived.
Well,
As blood continues to trickle down my ears.
has anyone heard the music yet?
Yes. Did you not hear it?
Oh. Did you hear it?
All of it.
Oh, we. Oh. So where is the dog man? The dog boy? How do we do this?
I'm
now?
here. There's a graveyard nearby.
Jesus God!
Jump here. At this point, he's freaking out. It's a monster.
I clap John Pierre on the back of the head with the flat of my sword. So
All right,
just knock him out.
yeah.
It's like oh yeah.
Poor
Wow,
little man.
you just turn up, don't you?
It was hard not to hear the strain of the.
Oh well, yeah, that happened.
Yes.
Oh.
Yo. Ooh.
What is wrong with? What has happened to this man?
He has heard the music from beyond.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, I've heard truth.
That's so. Yes, he. From what you have told me, if he is killed by the guillotine, it will destroy. It will stop the ritual. But I'm not sure if that will kill Regalt. But Regalt will certainly be human then, because the ritual will be stopped.
Sergeant,
We.
take me to Renault. He wants me dead. I tried to take his life.
No,
He'll want to make an example.
Well, you'll have to. Well,
a glorious example.
but no. Perhaps this.
Wait.
You, all of you, denounce him as a traitor. He will be put in prison, and when he is executed, Regalt will be surprised by this. And if you all knew Regalt, you could all then assassinate him.
A double win. We save the world. We know everybody knows the truth.
Shouldn't we do it faster?
Well, you won't be vulnerable until he is executed.
Okay, but if we wait for the festival,
Well, it may take.
how do we know he will be executed on the festival?
Well, I mean, does anybody have law?
Yeah, I do actually.
Give me a law check.
The world. It's like the world is chaos. I can I can profane everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, basically, if you denounce him tonight or tomorrow, it'll be around. They'll probably save him for the festival, just to have more people to execute for that day. It only takes a few days to.
the trials are real quick.
It only, yeah, it's a
Wait,
quick
so actually,
turnaround.
everyone has the right to a speedy trial.
Very fucking speedy.
They're like, I say, let's do it tonight. It's all
Pressy.
like, oh yeah,
You will take Bowman.
like, let's all go together.
Weapons. Many weapons, my friend.
Like, first,
Where will Renal be during the festival?
I do not know.
You
You'd have-
go. You
Can
will
he
find
be
this information.
Perhaps you could lure him.
Can he
You
be
could
at my
use the
head,
book as
literally?
bait.
Oh, we do have that.
The
But,
book-
but first, guys, we have some false accusations to make.
I will take care of this.
Give me the book. If he catches it with me, he might bring it. Well, it's like as to mock me.
Why would he do that?
Yeah. No.
He's going to be immortal. He's not
Yeah.
going to be thinking about that.
and he's immortal right now. Whereas you can't kill him. Right?
He thinks he has immortality.
We will present it.
Everybody give me a sand check except for Aaron's character.
Aaron's character, huh?
out.
Yeah, I make it.
I make it.
I make it.
I
I
also
never
make it.
remember.
We are all cosmic
I'm
dust.
barely.
we get it?
No, I didn't. No,
Not
I
make it.
did actually.
You lose one.
No, I didn't.
Your friend is
I spent
totally
one.
gone
You
mad.
can't spend luck on sand.
Oh, I can't spend
You
luck on
cannot
sand.
do that.
All right.
It is a horror game.
I missed it by one.
Well, you only lose one. Because it's creepy, but it's not super.
Hey, you know what? You didn't lose 100.
Fair.
God damn. Fumble.
All right, so reason, rationale. He is not only a traitor, he is espousing some new...
Pagan.
Yes.
Jean-Pierre, we've
Nonsense.
discovered a counter-revolutionary.
We will...
He tried to destroy our concert.
He says he killed that man.
Yeah, killed him. We must take him into custody immediately. You understand, Jean-Pierre?
All right.
And we will present the book to the people to drive home the point that this is no longer acceptable in France.
All right.
That is when we will strike.
So yeah, it only takes a few hours for the Committee of Public Safety to send its agents, and you are clasped in irons. And,
It's like actually, man, they're like, it's like, why? They're like, actually, like, guys, we might actually have a guilty person here. What? Right?
These only
Weird.
these only bind the flesh. It does not bind anything else.
all right, yeah, that's good. That's good talk.
The better thing I do now than I've ever done before. Demons come out of the next step.
So,
This Dickens was going fucked up.
so now you just have to. You can let it happen. Like as soon as he's guillotined, the ritual will be stopped. But if you want to stop Regault, you'll have to figure out a plan to do that. So you have something that he wants,
Right.
the book. So you can lure him away and attack him at a place of your choosing. If you can get him to take the bait, or you could just tail him and see where he is when the execution happens. So yeah, he will be executed on the day of the festival. If you wait for the next day,
Death time.
because they want to have a
Holy
big
death.
show,
Yeah.
a big nice red mass. So yeah, so what kind of plan do you want to do?
Seriously, does anybody disagree? We've got the book as this symbol of,
That seems to be
pagan
what we're doing.
mysticism. Just be like, like...
Well, it's no longer a banned book. I mean, people can have them now because.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I mean, why don't we why don't we just hit the book? Like, try to find him and go like, we looked at the book and we realized you were right.
Look, we need weapons.
I've
So,
got.
can we go to the armory?
Get that cannon after
Get
all.
that cannon, or at least like a shit ton of powder.
Actually, well, does anyone know how to use a
The
cannon?
manure cart.
Everyone knows how to use a shit ton of powder.
You can get powder for enough shot. You're not going to be able to shoot that many in battle. Like,
Dude, well, actually, no, he's a man at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
We don't have to do a lot of damage to him.
I want to just grab me like an extra set of pistols, so
Alright.
I'll have 4 now.
yeah, you can have 4 pistols.
Yeah, so
Double brace of them.
It's like I got my saber,
I
got my
have
musket.
mine as well. Yep.
And
saber bros. Ka-ching.
if you want a barrel of gunpowder or a cannon or something like that,
I honestly,
that'll take some checks.
I never thought I'd say this in a Call of Cthulhu game, but I don't think we need overkill here.
Is there like a lesser church that's empty
Sure.
with a bell tower?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, are you gonna go? Are you gonna go like Lee Harvey Oswald, like
No, I
200?
say we have him coming to the church. We drop a fucking giant bell on it.
Oh yeah. That's does anybody have mechanical repair or something like that?
God,
I do at 15.
Wait, we're gonna do the ending of Coco to him?
Yes.
I have it at 15.
What's your mechanical?
She's got it
repair?
at 15.
I'm in change.
I
I
have
can't do
20.
anything.
Yeah. Okay.
20.
Unless you want me to get out of my chains and just
No, you
start
can't
singing.
do that. So
You
yeah.
have to like cut a rope or something.
Or to aim it properly.
Yeah. I mean,
You know what would dislodge?
Well, I would say
a
make it-
shit ton of powder.
well, no. Mechanical repair would be to rig something up so that you wouldn't have to be like right there, like something that like you could pull a rope down at the base of the tower to.
And
rig
my-
it.
yeah, unfortunately,
but yeah, for free you can just manually cut it. That's just a strength check to cut the rope as
Or
well.
like acid from a flower. Batman.
Way too advanced for I
That's your next project.
Yeah.
An acid shooter.
I let me begin. No.
Ross, let the man dream.
All right, so I could hide at the top of the bell tower, and you guys could
Yeah, I'll
run the sting.
Yeah, I'll be down there with the book.
Who wants to write a note to him? Like a mean note.
All right.
Got your book.
Well, why is he? What are you? What is going to be on the note? Like, how are you luring him there? Like, he's not going to. He may not believe. We have the book.
We want money for it.
Okay,
We
yeah.
know what you are. We seek to flee Paris before the
Okay, that's
monsters.
I had you were right.
You could write it. Yeah.
I would add like you were right.
Give me persuade plus 20 bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah. You specify that, and you have it delivered. That's pretty easy to do. So the day of the festival comes on. You're at a church not too far away from where the execution is going to happen.
I'll
So
be in the bell tower. I have the highest strength, don't I?
so we come
I
back
have
to the
90.
beginning.
65.
I've got a musket, so I could shoot down at him, I guess.
Let's see
You
here.
singing Amazing Grace in French the whole time?
No.
It's your dog following you.
It's your dog following.
Oh god.
The prophecy came
It's
true.
your morality pet.
So we're coming back to this, the opening scene, the prologue, and the person with the back to us is Du Bois. And the crowd, reaches the base of the guillotine. The man steps up first, his head held high. We see his back as he ascends the steps of the guillotine. The executioner steps forward to push him down, but the man kneels of his own volition. We hear the clack, clack, clack of the women seated below knitting, their eyes fixed on the platform. The blade is poised as a shining length of bright, sharp steel. An invisible circular pattern or nearly invisible circular pattern is engraved on the blade, unseen by the audience. The light glints off a small pattern, concentric circle. The crowd holds its collective breath. Time stands still for an instant, and then
I
the
draw my
blade
sword
falls.
and
Yep.
salute.
And let's see here. Yes, his dog is barking, and the time has come. You are pushed down. The blade falls. For an instant, you stand in the void. Below them swirls the idiot god Azathoth and the infinite Gyre. As unseen things in the dark bang drums and flutes with misshapen paws. A cacophony which is instantly silenced as the music from beyond spills from your mouth and eclipses night itself. The stars are rent asunder. Consciousness rushes back to you for a moment. You are now ahead, rolling on the blood-soaked boards until it lands upright. Miraculously, you're able to utter one last thing. You can even say something, defying death. What is it?
Big moment.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was like, I did
The
something. I
aristocrats.
did something with my time, Sylvie.
All right.
My wife.
And the crowd gasps as they hear, which has never happened before, obviously.
The aristocrats.
You nearby at the abandoned church, Citizen Galt, just confidently strolling into the church. Hello, I have come with your money. It is actually death, but it will be merciful. So all of you are poised in your ambush. He sees the book below at the base of the bell tower. The bell poised above it. He says, "Oh, you brought my book. I will go and get it."
It's like
Following birdseed.
Yeah,
it's like walking.
he's just very happy.
Ooh,
Yeah.
a piece of candy.
But then he screams as the skull marks on his body scream in unison. They burst, showering blood everywhere around him. Back in the catacombs, where nobody is, all the engraved skulls scream, their jaws creaking wide in a blast of doom as the music from beyond resonates. Back with ground-shaking feedback, the skulls detonate, filling the air with dust and bone shards. The guillotine dead all collapse. Regalt falls down. You're at the he's not under the bell yet.
Okay.
Kick him.
So you don't see what happens, but you hear screaming
I was
like that.
dude,
So
kick him into position.
hold on. We didn't establish where the other three players were. So Hugel, where were you? Were you hiding nearby or outside the church? If you're outside, if you could be outside the church and basically out of view, in which case you hear the scream but you don't see anything else. Or if you want to be in view of him and seeing that, you have to make a stealth check.
We'd probably have to be in view of him or he wouldn't go in the church, right?
Well, you said that the book is in the church, and you laid the book in plain view. So you're like, oh, I'll just... Because you wanted him under the bell.
I was planning on being out in the open.
Okay.
Okay, so you're in the out in the open.
Yeah.
All right, so you see that. That's really fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, go give me a sand check.
Yeah, I mean, no more fucked up than some of the other shit we've seen.
Yeah. Fuck him. Oof. No, I'm not making
It's just one.
Okay, cool.
At this point. Yeah. And that you expected this.
Yeah.
Something like this, but
Yeah.
he's clearly not dead.
I feel like I was trying to hide, so
All right,
stealth check.
Sure.
Where's my stealth?
are you
Oh,
doing?
yeah, there. Nope.
I'm
All right,
Can
he
I
saw
hold
you.
lock
I'm standing
on it?
by, like, in case he'd like me
Sure.
to get him into position.
Okay, so I spent 6.
Awesome. Good job.
I guess you're.
Where are you?
I was hiding, waiting in case I need to.
All right, both of you are in the church, hiding behind the pews or
Yeah.
whatever. All right, give me another give me a stealth check.
Nope.
All right, he saw you. So, round 1, you're at the top of the bell tower, so you don't know what's going on. You can try and climb down, or you can stay where you are.
Sergeant?
All right, so you hear him yelling. We'll just go from left to right. Hugo, what are you going to do?
We're trying to get him underneath the bell, right?
Well,
Just, at this point, just kill him.
Oh, okay. Then
I was like, maybe try to keep it quiet.
you are in Paris. I mean, you're in the building's abandoned, but you know they hear gunfire and stuff like that.
all right. Well,
Someone's
my
gonna check it out.
best skill is
Bayonet?
brawling. So, can I like rush at him and try and
With your totally manly
like
fist.
shoulder him under the bell or get him better?
He's not close enough to do that in one check, but I'd say 3 checks you could do that. It'd take 3 rounds.
You know what
to
I
get
like?
him that
Swords.
I mean, I might as well because my
All right.
musket is 30.
far. All right, you rush
So-
up, grab him and throw him. Give me a roll. I'll give you advantage with this, which means you get to roll 3d10, and you get the better of
best
that.
of
You
the
get
10.
No, that's an 8. Can I?
No.
Wow.
It's all bad.
Wow.
It's all bad. I didn't critically fail,
Okay.
but yeah.
All right. The blood is really slippery, so you're kind of like, you don't fall over because you didn't crit fumble, but you can't. You're not near him.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I step forward and.
All right. I mean, yeah, you can shoot, but it's not. It's like, going to be a delayed reaction, delayed response. Like they're not going to show up the next round, but eventually they'll show up.
Right. Well, if this gets bad, then yeah, like
All right.
at all costs, he must be stopped. But no, that is, yeah, that's a pretty good success. Yeah,
Is that a hard success?
that's a
or-
hard success. Yes.
Hard success. I forgot to look up. Extreme successes are impale, so not
Right.
hit. So it's just a hit. So roll damage.
Fucking really. 3.
All right. He bleeds, and the skull didn't
Hard to
explode.
tell.
Yeah. All right, that's fair.
It's my turn.
It is your turn.
Yeah, I also sword him.
All right.
And I call
That-
that the Bowman.
What are you telling
That
me to
is
do?
an impale.
Yeah.
12. And I got
get down there,
minus
or-
14.
No,
Oh, yeah, it is.
remain where you are.
Okay.
All right. Double damage.
We will try and get him under the bell.
So that's I need 2d6 and 2d4. I'll just do this twice.
Yeah, just double.
Impaling within a rapier. Wow. Turns out that's
Yeah,
really good.
6, 12, 14, 16.
All right. That kills him.
Head.
Wow.
Actually, that's almost.
He's so
our
good
friend
at
just
killing
decapitated, so I decapitate him.
Such practice. Much impressed.
No, rapiers aren't a decapitating sword. You cut
Poked him real
Fine,
good.
through the neck.
through the neck or through the heart.
He's poked everywhere.
Yeah, you're not going to decapitate someone with a rapier, but you
I
can.
want to make him.
You can pierce his heart or his head. So
Actually, I like the head.
yeah, he is quite dead. Good job. It was a silent kill. Meanwhile, it's the
It's also the beginning of the end for Robespierre.
yeah.
Because people start thinking he's lost his mind at this point.
Yeah, well,
He heard a song from beyond his execution.
There is a murmur in the crowd. There's a brief riot as people hallucinate, seeing stars or a void or something. Some people are trampled. You hear about that later, but Regalt is dead. What do you do with the body?
Burn it.
burn it.
No, I got better yet. No, drag it to where we were going to do it, drop the bell, and then leave.
What about the book?
He died in an accident.
I'll take
Bell
the
accident.
book.
It is a
You're-
tragic bell accident.
All
No,
right.
we burned that. part.
I'll get rid of the book.
We burn that book together. We all hold hands as we do it.
Presley, if you want to keep the book, you'll have to fight your other player characters.
Why would we let anyone go away with the damn book?
Yeah.
I want to.
Again.
Well, if we want to burn it, then let's burn it.
All right. You burn
But
it.
away from here. Away from here.
Far, far away from here.
Burn the
All right.
graveyard.
So all of you leave. Let's
The
see.
goal comes up and nibbles on him.
And because you killed him in private, you don't have to worry about a trial or anything. So
It was an accident.
Yeah.
Tragic bell
Was it?
accident. Every day.
Oh, these
Bells are
these-
dangerous.
Hey, these churches are death traps.
Churches are death traps.
Let's see here. The Palace of the Revolution is now so rancid with blood that on June 9th, the next day, the guillotine is moved to the Palace of the Bastille, and soon again to Barrière de Trône on June 11th. It is here Robespierre himself is he is eventually executed himself
He's the
on,
last- he's the last
on
one.
July 28th. The Grand Terror is soon over. Those of you who survived get 2d10 sanity back for killing Regalt, and yeah.
That makes me more
of
sane
course.
than what I
Was
was.
not buried because you burned his body. Or you? No, he actually was buried because you just had it destroyed by the bell.
He's crushed real good.
He
Though.
was crushed real good, but eventually Guillermo takes him off and says, for Paris, you bastard!" and begins munching on the pureed remains. But yeah, so that ends the Reign of Terror. You saved Paris.
And we will
You're
never.
welcome,
And
Harry.
France will never again have one
Well,
person ruling it.
Thank the martyr Dubois.
Yeah.
Do one of you adopt his dog? No. Okay.
Yes.
All
My
right.
daughter.
All right. So yeah. So
I moved to the countryside.
you moved to
Caleb,
not
hey
bad.
Caleb,
I go home.
what was
I
your
get out of the city real fast.
hey Caleb? What was your strength,
I
by the
probably
way?
keep talking to.
90.
Okay, mine was 80. I will admit, I was halfway thinking at that punch actually making it a full attack and then throwing you in. I decided not to do that because I think that would be a dick move. But it was
Yeah, the
a
story
fully,
as written assumes that all of you are going to listen to it.
Yeah.
So
Fuck, why? The book itself says they're gonna die.
it's what we've played before. So
Now we're done.
yeah. Now we're done.
Thanks.
The book does also contain scenario seeds for doing other Parisian adventures in the era. In fact, it says like one option is to create interlinking adventures, but yeah, I don't want to do that. Well, I wanted to focus on the written material as
Right.
well.
I like it
so.
a lot.
Well,
Yeah.
no, it
Very
was
nice.
really good.
Yeah.
no, I like how it's written too.
The only weakness is that for this part that I've thought was it doesn't give you, like, in fact, I had to invent Regalt. I had to add in Regalt ordering you to go into the catacombs to tell him when it was done. Because
Right.
as it is, it's like, well, perhaps they'll want to investigate and see all this fucked up shit.
Right.
And so
Yeah.
it's like,
so at least give you a better hook to actually get into the second one.
yeah, there's no hook to, like, if you don't go into the catacombs, Paris going to die. And like,
Yeah, because everyone's just like, yeah, who wants to go down the creepy dark tunnel first? You know, like, come on.
Not it.
Yeah. Obviously, Regalt was behind Malone being arrested and executed because he was covering up everything. That also is a good story reason for why all of you would be there because he's running around. But I had it to where he's super insane, so he's kind of forgetful at times. So it also says like in that first encounter he fights you, but I'm like if he's literally unkillable, that's not really fun. It's more creepy if you just kill at him. He's like, what? What are you doing? That's weird. Why are you stabbing me, bro? Just because I'm unkillable. I'm going to kill everybody. I think I made one or two other minor changes, but I tried to run it pretty close to how it's written. So yeah, any final thoughts?
No, it was really enjoyable.
Yeah, really
so.
nice.
No, it was a great campaign.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Two-parter.
So,
All right, well...
I'm actually I'm
Cal,
surprised.
what was the name of the one soldier that died in the first game?
Philippe.
Philippe! He was the best of us!
What about the boy?
Philippe!
You know what? I'm actually saying
Revenge for Philippe!
this in our 10th year. I think this is the first time I've actually lost like a full 100.
I think it's the first time any players...
I mean, that's an achievement unlocked.
I'm
Lose
actually,
100 sand in a shot?
Yeah.
I'm actually really proud of that.
That's
So-
amazing. That
Yeah,
happened.
because we've had the rolling the D100, but never like getting the crit hit.
I'm kind of proud it could be me. So
If you're gonna go out big.
yeah.
Go big or go home.
Go out with a smile.
All right, so we'll tell you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.